All right. I believe we live.
We
I just got
live.
a
Yep, it
notification.
just popped up.
We
It
live.
just popped
Live.
up. It said,
We live. Live.
We live
"Just we live."
live.
We live like
Yeah,
NBA.
man.
Like NBA 19, my guy.
Hey. Hey.
Well,
Come
then.
on. Did it pop up? Come on.
Since
I'm
we
share
live.
real quick.
You said we live. So
Right. I'm over here looking for it to actually pop up for me. There you go. Ah.
I don't see a doggone. Wait.
Yeah, you
It
do.
popped up as soon as he pressed live for me. Shit, I don't know.
Oh, there.
Exactly. It was like he said we
Yeah.
live. I was like, I immediately got a
Notification.
notification.
There we go. Oh, I don't have the bell.
All right, let me poke
Ah,
my head
see?
up here.
You need to hit that bell. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. You know what? So this is a lesson to everybody out there that's listening right now. If you ain't hit that bell, make sure you do it so you can have a notification when we go live. Don't be like me. Be better than me.
Facts.
Nigga, what?
You heard what I said.
Oh.
Don't be like me. Be better than me. Bars.
I am better than you.
Shut up. You old. Man.
Yikes.
Well, then.
All right. And all right. Let me tweet this joint out.
I will
You
follow.
tweet and you tweet and I'm gonna retweet it and share it and stuff. Because if I get off, then this my phone is gonna like take me out. So I'm not trying to have that.
Oh, no, you good.
So,
Well, I'm on my
Don't you
laptop.
worry.
So,
Here we are. It's just there. Thank you, G-Bus. Can
Jeebus.
you scroll laptop? I need you to scroll. I need to see the chat or the people coming in. I need to scroll. There you go. What's good, kiddo?
We
Appreciate you
drop it
coming
in
through, man.
these wait, you dropping it in these in the discourse and such?
Hey, if y'all can do it, that'd be great. Because the way my
Okay.
laptop's set up right now,
say no more,
if I
fam.
put anything else up on this laptop, this whole podcast going down.
Say no more, fam. I will use my tweet as soon as I finish it.
Well,
Right. Yeah, do what you'll always be doing. Copy and paste the tweet. And throw it in them jokes.
Daggum right.
Dad gum. Is that like mom? I'm playing.
Yeah,
I ain't even gonna let you get it out.
Jeebus.
I'm gonna get it out if I want to.
G-Bus. Okay, it's here. Actually,
G's in the
on
bus.
here. Or should I pull it up on my phone? It makes sense if I pull it up on my phone. Let me pull it up on my phone real quick. That might make life easier, as well as let my laptop breathe.
Retweet this.
Appreciate anybody who's in the building. We just getting our stuff together. It's our first live podcast, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna take a little slow roast, you know what I'm saying? A little slow roast before we get cooking.
Live,
So
you gotta
bear with
slow
us.
roast the best stuff.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
facts.
You gotta treat it like a chicken.
Barbecue.
Oh yeah, like barbecue. Slow cook.
I might get that after this podcast.
Mm.
So what? Now we sounding like Shaq over here talking about barbecue chicken.
Yes.
What?
What you mean? What? You ain't never heard him say that?
Nah.
You don't like basketball. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna have to edit this because it don't have the link in it.
Oh, yikes.
Zoink.
Wow.
Ignore that.
Zoinks. That's key putting the seal of approval on one of my mannerisms right there.
What do you mean?
All right,
Hey, so what you telling me is I don't have the stamp of approval for my deacon board until she say I got it.
Well, she the one with the most clout, so she's the one with the most reach.
You know what?
Kel's coming through. Appreciate the 6 people in here.
Hey.
Appreciate
Probably gonna start with the intro and get real podcast probably in like 2-3 minutes. While we out here in the networking portion.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't
like the PR section. You see in the behind the scenes.
and then start
Right.
the live stream and
Speaking
stuff.
of
You gotta
which,
throw it out, and then
Mr. Kales, would you mind using your clout to help a couple niggas out?
I'm
Mars.
I
dead.
do.
Mars.
I don't know who would need that.
You good?
Who, me? Oh, no, I'm chilling.
I appreciate it. 6 people in the building. This is our first live podcast. We didn't make the decision over the break to just start live streaming it. See if people come here live while we go through.
Era's bullshit and party and bullshit and party.
Pretty much. Like one of the sublines I made for the podcast is where we talk news and nonsense. So
nonsense and news, all that.
Now you can get nonsense live.
True. Pay-per-view. No, I'm joking. We ain't got that.
Wow.
Sunday.
For this.
Actually, might as well just get it started now. So, for the people here and for the people watching after the fact, whether you be watching this however long after, this is episode 3 of the Terribly Terrific podcast, the first live podcast that we've done for this series. We're here with some new faces, kind of a new lineup, but some of the same old people that you've seen here if you've seen the other 2 episodes. So we'll first start off with the ladies. First and foremost, Key the OG. Introduce yourself to the people.
What's good, nigga? Sorry.
Here we go.
How long it take?
Good, everybody. It's your girl Key the OG in the building, and I'm here to talk mess, and I'm here to drag motherfuckers. And let's get on with this shit. All right, this is the first one in 2019. We ain't done this shit since November, so we about to get it popping. Let's get it done.
It's gonna be on,
most definitely. Next up, one of the newest members of the podcast. We have Miss Paige. Hey, chill out, bro. I'm trying to make it seem like we got an organization. You don't go ahead and expose us on the first live stream. Anyway, rewind. One of the newest members of the podcast, Miss Paige. Introduce yourself to the people.
Aloha. I am Paige.
This bitch said aloha.
Aloha, nigga.
Aloha.
Nigga,
well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yow, I'm Paige.
Oh my God. If you're here, then bye. At this point.
Oh shit.
I'm random and I say a bunch of weird ass shit. So yes. Hello and hi.
You gonna fit right in.
Yes.
You sound just like this.
Facts. So now we're going to get to the men of the podcast, as well as some of the OGs. Key is also OG of the podcast.
OG.
Just throw that out there.
It's in my name.
Already dropping the N-word. Listen,
anyway.
Kills. Listen.
Hey man, listen.
Because
when is it ever?
Get used to it. This is not no formal podcast, bro. This is
ever
a podcast. Way left field.
This is a podcast.
So viewers' discretion is advised. Listener discretion is advised. Anyway, to continue with the intros, we also have the homie Prynce 8, VarkMafia's personal producer in the building. So go ahead and introduce yourself, my G.
Hello, friends. Welcome. I'm one of the many hosts, Prynce 8, a.k.a. homie Atari, a.k.a. Varks producer and rapper, a.k.a. more a.k.a.s than the college campus.
Nigga trying to hide the fucking police. Tell us, got all these goddamn names and shit.
Hey, that ain't none of your business.
We also have the homie Rick, a.k.a. Rick Plays Games, a.k.a. RPG in the building. So introduce yourself, my guy.
Don't try to get him my moniker.
Oh, what's that? Look here, nobody wants your damn moniker, nigga. You got too many damn names.
Wasn't yours. That was the English language.
If you want to get technical, motherfucker.
I know exactly what you're about to say. But you know what? I'm making it mine anyway.
Anyway, go ahead, Rick.
No, I mean shit. Y'all know me. I'm just chill in the back, chill in the background type of ass motherfucker. I say funny shit sometimes. People think it's funny. It's whatever.
Yeah.
And that's all I gotta say about that.
Please don't start that Forrest Gump shit.
I'm mad I don't have a good Forrest Gump impersonation.
Jenny.
Oh,
anyway, last but not least, there is myself. For people who do not know me, I am CedrickTheCreator, a.k.a. CedrickTheGamer here on YouTube, as well as Twitch. So that is our colorful podcast. This is our colorful cast for this podcast.
Colorful cast.
For my people in the audience, I guess we'll start off with some some questions that might be in the air that people want to answer to. Number one, this is our first podcast officially under the name of VarkMafia. So now, quick answer to that question as to why the brand change. Pretty much.
You want to start with how we came up with this name, or like?
Yeah, I'm gonna explain the brand change and then explain the origin. You know what I'm saying it's only right.
Okay.
So, pretty much for people who've been around ever since we created this group, we started under the name of the Royal Court, obviously, but at the same time, we've had this name, the VarkMafia, broiling in the background that people knew us of more under that moniker. So we were like, it only makes sense to go for it. Just felt like the Royal Court was just there lingering as just a name and shit. People already knew us as the VarkMafia, so I might as well just go with it full, double down. You know what I'm saying? So that's the straightforward answer of that. So now for my new people, or for anybody who's been wondering where in the world the VarkMafia name came from and what the fuck is a Vark. So now
the story is there, by the way.
It's not really weird. It's a bonding moment, but
yeah, that's been hilarious, nigga.
This is legit how many said
pretty much. So this is a few months back. I want to say September-ish, maybe even August. Most of them probably July. August. Was it July?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. End of July.
No, it was September because Soleil. It was after Soleil's Walking Dead thing.
No, it was July.
December? You said December?
I said July. September.
Oh, September. Okay.
September.
I really hope you did, because I was about to say, December was last month, right?
Yes.
But
it don't matter when. It don't matter.
Anyway, it was the homie King Kiddo, who was also in the chat, myself, as well as Ace Brand Gaming, formerly known as Super Ace Gaming HD, as well as one of our homies here on YouTube, one of our lady friends here on YouTube, Nia Leah 100. If you don't know who that is, definitely check her out. Tell her that we sent you. But this is a very late night while this man Kiddo was streaming FIFA. And we're just talking about random stuff, conversation you have with friends. We were first talking about the channel, the CW. Hopefully y'all know who that is. I know most people don't watch TV no more, but that's a TV channel. And how they're having a lot of DC shows on there that are pretty decent. And I don't remember how you make the transition from CW to DW, but for those who know Arthur, DW is Dora Winifred Reed, who is Arthur Reed's little sister in the show. And that's when I brought up a discovery that I made back in the day when I first was interested to see what animal Arthur is, because everybody is an animal on the Arthur show or in the Arthur universe. Binky's a dog, Mr. Ratburn is a rat, obviously. What is Arthur? I'll go and make the research to come and find out that Arthur is an aardvark. So my primary question became, the fuck is an aardvark? If you ask me, anything that has a name that has two of the same letters to be the same letter as the first two letters in your name, you sound alien to me. A.A.R.D.V.A.R.K. The fuck. So I just continue on for a good probably half hour on this stream trying to figure it out. Everyone's trying to figure it out. We're just dying of laughter. Mind you, quick side note, till this day, I still don't know what the fucking aardvark is.
Ain't it aardvark?
It's a fucking water pig or some shit. Or
Water
earth pig.
pig?
What I
The
don't
fuck is
fucking know. I don't know. Which is why till this day, the fuck is an aardvark. But welcome, Des. Is that Des?
Hello, Des.
Is that Des?
Hi, Des.
Oh,
Des.
welcome, Des.
Well, hi, Des.
Hi,
Appreciate you coming
Des.
through to the podcast. We're just explaining the origin of the VarkMafia in case you wanted to know. So back to the story. Like I said, the fuck is an aardvark? Trying to find out what the fuck Arthur is on Arthur, obviously.
Every day when you
Dying of laughter, we go do research, find out this motherfucker is an earth pig. The fuck is an earth pig? What is the pig of the earth? I don't fucking know.
True.
Right? We go off Kiddo's stream, and there's a group voice call that's going on after the stream, I'm guessing. It was either that day or the next day.
I think it was that day.
It was like
just,
the next day.
I hop on Discord or whatever. And I guess Kiddo was trying to tell them about what happened. And I hop in Discord and I was like, yo. And he's like, get in voice chat. It's like, I was like, why? He's like, they need to know what an aardvark is. So I'll hop in there. Of course, the first thing is, the fuck is an aardvark? So we all laugh. And I continue to tell them about the discrepancies that's in this TV show, Arthur. Now, for people who don't know, I'll hit you with one, and then you most likely are gonna fall down the rabbit hole, right? For people who watched Arthur back in the day, you know everybody in Arthur's family, right? Of course, Arthur's an aardvark. I'm sure DW is an aardvark as well.
Fuck DW.
As well as their parents, right? So, my question is, how do you have a full aardvark or full aardvark children when their grandfather is a fucking bear?
This shit always gets me. Because why a bear?
Let that sink in. You have there's a grandparents are bears. How do you have a full blood aardvark? Two of them. From who?
The Punnett. The Punnett Square. The Punnett Square. The Punnett. I hope I'm saying it right. Punnett.
Yeah, it's Punnett Square. It's Punnett Square.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Aardvark genes. Oh, there's barely any bear. First off, I didn't even know an earth pig and a bear can mate in the first place. Number one. And number two, you'd expect at least some kind of bear characteristic, whether it's physical or within their actions, since it's supposed to be a fuse of the genes. There's none. If anybody's seen the old Arthur books, that's a full aardvark. Ain't no bear got a long nose like that. None. I ain't never seen one bear with a nose that long. There's not one piece of bear gene in that child. As well,
and
as
their noses aren't long. Okay, I guess that's just the bear gene. You know what? Fuck Arthur. This.
It's not gonna make sense.
Once you start to dig into this show, it's not gonna make sense. The more you start digging into this show, another one, I'll just throw it out there. Muffy Crosswire, for people who know who that is, she's a monkey. Last time I heard.
Yes.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Yes, Muffy Crosswire is a monkey.
What? But no.
Muffy Crosswire. I'm gonna say it again. Muffy Crosswire.
I don't think you heard me.
Is a monkey. All these remakes nowadays. Exactly. Like I was like, hey, I don't know why they just started regressing them. I guess they started to realize that, oh shit, his grandparents is a bear. He should kind of look like a bear, at least a little bit, right? So as you can see through the books, his nose starts to get shorter and shorter to the point where ain't no length to his nose. It's just nostril holes on his face.
Not gonna lie, Arthur was creepy as fuck in them books. And
yes.
He was creepy as fuck.
Hated the books.
Looking like he gonna kill me in my sleep and shit.
Exactly.
Does he look more like an aardvark?
Yeah, our
Right.
brains are fucking creepy.
They are.
So that's
Weird
what
ass.
brought us together. So pretty much the definition behind Vark for us is pretty much something that is different, something that is not normal, something that you don't find every day.
Shit, because that shit ain't normal. That shit.
That's the definition behind Vark. Of course, first it was Vark gang. Of course, you always got to start as a gang, rough around the edges, but you kind of organized. And then once we found us, international capo and the homie Val, aka Valeria de Luisia, I think that's what to say her last name. I apologize if I mispronounced it. With
I
her
apologize
being
in advance
our
for whatever
Canadian
happened.
capo, we had to say we're going international. We had to upgrade from a gang to a mafia. So here we are. Vark
Bam,
Mafia.
bam. Bamo, blamo, bamo.
That's it.
There
That's
we
the
go.
origin there for what created us. And for people who's just coming into the simple definition behind what this group is, it's just a bunch of very dope creators coming together, working within a network, building ourselves our own little network to collab on content as well as help each other's content. It's the reason
And
why we
also
call
be
ourselves the
different.
Gaming Wu Tang.
Let's take into the shit. But yeah, we just a bunch of people that love games and we be chilling and stuff like that. So we here
Oh, that makes sense.
every day when we walking down the street. Yow!
Oh my god.
Nigga, what?
What
Oh my goodness.
This not necessary.
Oh,
It's not
fuck.
Oh my
necessary.
goodness.
But enough of that. Let's get into this podcast officially.
Yeah.
Y'all know who we are. Y'all know the origin. Y'all know what that or whatever. So
As well as if you have anything that you want us to discuss, people in the chat, which is one of the reasons why we want to do live streams from here on out.
True.
If there's any topics you want us to talk about, feel free to drop them in the chat and we'll get to them.
And
Quick
I
fast
can't see
Marvel.
the questions because my laptop and my PlayStation is acting like a butt. So y'all, if y'all can, tell me the questions. Y'all gotta tell me the questions.
Quick side note. So
Sure.
I just saw that motherfucking Buffalo Wild Wings was apparently giving everybody in America free wings if the fucking Patriots won the Super Bowl. And
Excuse me? What?
That's what I said.
Hold on now.
And I was like, I hate the Patriots, but I love wings.
Hold on now.
Hey, fuck your chicken strips.
I ain't never been so fucking torn in my life.
Some wings.
Oh man.
I ain't never been so torn in my life, nigga. I was
I
like,
never
what?
think there was something that would make me think I'd root for the Patriots, but
No, for real. I'm like, this is some bullshit.
I'll be like, why everything?
So pretty much what you're telling me is you about to pull up an extra helmet for the Patriots and go on that field that Sunday.
I mean, nigga, I'm gonna pull out a Glock. Fuck you mean?
Oh my
soon as I see Ty Gurley, nigga, pop, pop.
That's all.
That's some wings, bitch.
Everybody else gonna be getting wings. You gonna be
Look. All you gotta do is do
from
like
the
you in
jail
Harlem Nights, shoot out the man's toes.
Listen said below the waist is not attempted murder.
All right, nigga. I know you seen that video when this man homie came out the hospital playing Russian roulette with his toes. I don't think it really matters. Yes.
What?
I know, right, Des. Kels, you feel me?
My cousin sent me a
Exactly.
video.
Exactly,
Actually,
Kels.
no.
I'm going. I'm gonna be out
happened
there.
I was in a
I'm
party
blocking
chat with Rick.
everything.
I'll be out there.
I was in a
Look,
party
I'll be
chat
out there in the
with
slot
Rick,
position, ready for
Prynce,
the.
and Shani, another member of the VarkMafia. People who do not know, lady like to see, definitely check her out. Check the page. I'm saying you can see it. We was all in a party shop playing Fortnite. My cousin was over. He shows me this video. Dude just came out the hospital. Complete. I'm guessing they just either they just stopped the bleeding or they did surgery on this man's foot. He came out. His buddy came up with a whole revolver. He said, "Let's play Russian roulette." He said, "Bet." He spent the joint. Mind you, he ain't even pulled the trigger yet. He spent it. Got him. Bow. Another toe gone.
Why?
On video.
Fuck?
On video.
But anyway,
Which means either every one of them
Cause they
chambers had a
go.
bullet in it, or he just knew. He was fucking his toes up.
Cause you better go out there with a shotgun. Talk about some. Put me on the line. I weigh 170.
They will knock you the fuck out.
I hate all of you.
I'm just saying,
Hey,
nigga,
we speaking facts.
in
You
NFL.
You seen the people on that line?
Look, Kel's the homie, right?
He said, "I'm
Putting
pancake
somebody-
everybody." I want to see this shit.
Who's 170 on an O line against defensive linemen who are most likely triple that size. Tom Brady getting sacked
And
every play.
fast.
I'm
Tom
saying
Brady
some of them be
every
moving.
play.
Some of them be moving like they skinny. So it's like you see
This
that
nigga said
coming towards
not for
you.
wings,
You really
not for
about
no
to-
wings.
All right.
I'm gonna just be like, look, we gonna compromise. I'll let you get Brady. I will let you get Brady, and then we can have this one-on-one. We can get Brady out of here.
I'm gonna pretend the QB got a platter of wings in his hands.
Oh, you gonna be seeing it for real when you delirious.
Jesus fucking.
You gonna be mad? We hit that ground. Be like,
Nigga said anything for wings.
Man, fuck the wings.
Hey now, Key. Hey now.
Yeah, fuck
Buffalo
those
Wild
wings because I
Wings.
can't even eat them. So fuck those wings.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Trying to keep
Or wings for me.
that.
Listen, the only person stopping you is you, nigga.
Fuck them wings.
That's crazy.
I will, nigga. The way I'll be eating them wings.
That's how you gonna sound when you eating them.
Listen,
I'm dead. Same.
Coke, somebody spit in the cooler.
Oh my goodness.
He'll be on his water boy shit.
Oh my goodness.
I like
Big
Vicky. She likes me back. And she showed me her movies, and I like
Look,
them
water boys get rings too. Shoot.
Shit.
Now I'm gonna be out there on the field. I'm gonna be running them slant routes, them streaks, all that.
Them slants better be sharp.
Hey, look, listen. I used to play wide receiver. So hey.
Nigga, you used to play wide receiver.
I said I used
to play
to.
random ass positions, nigga. That I would not pick you in at all.
That's because I used to be skinny, so hey.
Nigga.
That was all the place you put me. Yeah. Yes. In high school, I was skinny.
Wow.
We not about to get on this.
Wild.
High school. Look, sophomore year, I was 160 something.
Sophomore year, I was 205.
Sophomore year, I was 145.
My senior year, I was 270. I graduated and I was 317. I've always been a
back. You must be fast. If that was the two places they had you.
You out here catching, glue hands,
catching and hitting people with the juke.
Are you ready? Who ready?
150 from.
No, I will be back real quick.
Anyway, Buffalo.
Can we talk about how DMX just got out of jail and how he looks like a fucking crackhead?
What?
Well,
I haven't seen him.
Here's the thing. News flash for you, Key. He's recovering from drugs.
I know. Damn, I didn't.
Have you never seen a crackhead before and after crack? They look completely different.
In my neighborhood.
Okay. I seen a crackhead get hit by a car, nigga. They just stood up. I was like, well, damn.
They are superhuman.
Crack gives you superpowers.
Nigga,
Facts. You ever seen a crackhead run? God damn.
Them niggas are fast.
Niggas running through traffic.
Performance today in New York. He
Who?
performed today. Either it was last night or it was early today. But he performed in New York. He had his very first performance there. Yes, DMX.
Damn, fresh out of jail.
I just need him to get his life together. Look like he don't have it together. I just need him to.
He fresh out of jail. Give him some time. Gee, bus. That's crazy.
But still, it's just like
that boy just started. Smells good outside these walls. Get your shit together. Get a job. Like, bruh, come on.
I ain't gonna be like get a job. I'm just be like, I didn't expect them to look like that fresh out, but I really didn't.
Hey,
All to get our basketball. Oh yeah, you did say you played basketball.
nigga, what?
Crackhead jumped clean out of ditch by running up.
Well, damn.
He started dribbling and yikes. He was crossing y'all up like AI did MJ, ain't it? Great.
Nigga, that is some crazy shit.
Yo, crackheads is
That's on Marker. Steve Francis ass shit.
Man, Louis Vuitton.
Man, you know what? I need a Where Are You Now on Steve Francis. I feel like he disappeared like Ebola.
Steam franchise?
Yeah. I feel like he disappeared like Ebola, dog. Like, it's crazy.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What? Tell me you didn't see Ebola all over the news one Sunday, and on Monday, right back talking about the Kardashians like it never happened.
It was all over my city because it was in my city. I remember that shit. I didn't want to go out.
Yeah, it was talked about a lot in Texas because that nigga was in Dallas with
I was
shit.
just like, no man, get out of Dallas.
I believe you, bro.
Was next day, one Monday, it's like it never existed.
That shit was talked about. Didn't like something. It was a bunch of crazy shit. They was talking about his wife and something about a girlfriend. Then like he died, and then they were worried that the girlfriend or something had it. Then they had to quarantine the apartment complex. I was
niggas was just tripping because like this whole time, like I've known about Ebola since Osmosis Jones or whatever. Because I don't know if y'all remember that damn whatever the fuck that shit was on Osmosis Jones. He was like, this dude think he the Ebola virus. He like Ebola is a case of dandruff compared to me. And I was like, what the fuck are you then, nigga? But
okay, I'm back.
But I knew about Ebola back then, and I'm like, they have a vaccine. And then like so everybody's like, nigga, Ebola is crazy. And I'm like, they have a vaccine. And I'm like, why is everybody tripping? It's a fucking vaccine.
America see something they don't understand, they trip balls like the race,
like acid.
Like you remember when America first found out that lesbians and all people of different sexuality exist. Kill them with fire. No, you don't do that. Like that's not cool.
Nigga, we do not kill people.
We don't
Speaking of all right.
Yesterday, y'all was chilling.
Speaking of
like perfectly fine, but not today. They're different.
Jesus.
True. Like as a matter of fact, this is what I wanted to get y'all fucking y'all thoughts on, right? So I don't know if y'all ever watched like Masters of None on Netflix or whatever.
No,
but I fuck with that shit.
No.
Hold on. Have y'all seen You on Netflix?
No.
Oh my God. That shit. That show right there, boy. Watch it.
No.
I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna get around to it. It's in my list because I got a couple shit I could either watch. To be honest, I need to catch back up on shit.
Like, oh my God, this is amazing! I love that show. That show is amazing. I haven't watched.
But like, I'll get your thoughts on that shit. But like so on in Masters of None or whatever, y'all know who Lena Waithe is, right? She made like The Shy and shit, and she was in Ready Player One.
Okay.
Like she's like, you don't know who that? She's like a big advocate for like the LGBT community, which makes sense because she's a lesbian. But I mean, she's cool as shit though. She's a writer and shit like that. So like in this particular episode, because it's basically a comedy sitcom sort of. But it has Aziz Ansari in it, but she plays his best friend and shit. So they had
the black girl with the dreads.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, her. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So like in this particular episode, it was it's a Thanksgiving episode, and it's like it literally shows them as kids, and then it just goes through like different years of Thanksgiving in their lives or whatever. And the way that they did it was interesting because it's like. It shows it from like when they was kids and stuff, and then it basically shows her telling her family about her sexuality and shit like that. And the way it's handled is so interesting and so real or whatever, because it's like you can see because like it's from like a black family's perspective, and it kind of reminded me of my family's perspective because it's like her mom, which is played by Angela Bassett, she plays everybody's mom for some damn reason.
Hey, Angela Bassett's that
between
girl.
her
of
and
course.
Loretta
She making her
Devine.
money.
Yeah, of course. Loretta Devine and Angela Bassett played everybody's mom.
Everybody,
but the way that it's interesting because like you can see like because her mom didn't want like was just confused or whatever. She didn't like be like she wasn't upset by it. She was just like, okay, that's not necessarily something that I do or whatever, but like you still my daughter and shit like that. And all in all, she didn't like who she was with, not the fact that she didn't like that she was gay. And her mom, and she kind of had this feeling like she didn't like that her mom didn't like that she was gay. And it's like if you saw the chick that she brought to them, you was like, really, this bitch? Because she was bougie as hell. Like she was like whiny and shit. I was like, ugh. But she was cute, but still, it was, ugh. Then she like got this.
Nobody like no whiny ass woman.
That's what I'm saying. And it was just like the way, like legit watch that episode because it's like probably one of the best like episodes of a show I've seen in a long time or whatever. But the way like the whole like the entire like relationship with her family and everything is handled and stuff like that, it's really good and refreshing.
Let's check it out then.
All right. On that note, that's actually I don't know if we've had this conversation. I think we've probably had on the side and we just said a few things and just went off with it. And this is a question for people in the chat as well. So I want everybody to participate. This is another good layer to have in live podcasts. But as far as TV shows, what would be your favorite TV show? Now, before we answer, we'll probably just talk about cartoons and anime separate, so we'll just exclude those. I'll just say live action TV shows, if you know what I mean.
What's a TV?
Well, we can include Netflix and stuff like that too. Just live action
exactly, because that's a show.
Okay, well,
okay.
I have one. I have two, but don't make fun of me and don't judge me.
Okay,
but
there's no judgment.
It's Cheers and Frasier.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. I'm legit not mad at that. I've watched Cheers and I've watched episodes of Frasier.
That's including Netflix stuff, TV shows.
Great writing on those shows. That's why I love it so much.
I heard nothing that you just said.
So
you've never seen those shows?
Seen what?
We talk about your favorite TV shows, which is just live action series. So it's including Netflix, all of that stuff as well.
You.
Now I gotta think.
I'm
so serious. I just started watching this
their favorite live action series and explain why, and we'll discuss. We'll do it that way.
I don't have one.
Organized. Just all right. Let's see what just name your most interesting ones. So we'll start with Paige. We'll go on from there.
Cheers and Frasier.
Okay.
What the fuck is that?
Now. All right. Okay. So Cheers is like it started in like I want to say the late
70s.
The 70s,
like
yeah,
late 70s.
Yeah, late 70s, early 80s. And the writing on that show is so good. Like, you wouldn't think it would be that good, but it's hilarious. Like, the comedy is like, they keep up with the comedy and everything. It's not really slow paced. It's really upbeat and shit. And, like, the connection between all of the characters is really well. And the writing is fantastic. And then Frasier is like a
spinoff.
Yes, it's a spinoff to Cheers, and the writing on that is even better because like Frasier, I personally think Frasier is a little bit better than Cheers, but it's the writing on there is really good too. And Frasier came out like in the 90s and it ended in the early 2000s, and I don't know. I love the connection between all the characters and how the characters grow and stuff on the show and stuff. Like, it's just really good. Character development and everything, writing, all that is so good.
All right, so here's the question for you then, Paige. Are you also a fan of shows like Seinfeld? Everybody Loves Raymond.
I haven't seen Seinfeld yet. Did someone say Everybody Loves Raymond?
Seinfeld?
I've seen episodes. I haven't seen all of the episodes. Like when
Well,
I
the
say
way that show is set up, it's not necessarily set up where you have to sit down and watch
No, it's literally fucking billed as the show about nothing.
Yeah,
I
show
know
about nothing.
that, but me personally, I love starting shows off from like the first episode all the way to the end because like with Frasier and with Cheers, you don't have to like watch each episode to know what the hell's going on because you can just jump in and out. But like, I personally love starting from beginning to end. Like Cheers, I've seen at least 11 times, and that shit has like 11 seasons. And then Frasier, I think has 12 seasons, and I've seen it over 30 something times from beginning to
Good.
end. Yeah, so it's like I like watching stuff from first episode to I like to see the character growth and everything like that and understand their relationship and stuff like that. I don't like really jumping in all the time, so that's just me.
No, I understand.
But Everybody Loves Raymond, hell no, I didn't like that show. I'm sorry, I
Oh,
couldn't do it. No, I'm
I'm
sorry.
not the biggest fan.
It's all right.
I didn't like it. It was corny to me. I was just like the dude's face would get on my nerves and his voice would get on my nerves. I was like, oh Lord.
Yeah.
Like the main character. I'm sorry. Oh, and his older brother.
It's the name of the fucking show.
You don't like Brad Garrett?
Say something, but I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. So
you didn't like Brad Garrett? Brad Garrett's cool. I fuck with him. He was in another show I fucked with, Until Death.
I think there was one movie or show he played in where he played like a serious role and I liked it, but I didn't like him on there. I didn't like him on Everybody Loves Raymond. And I liked the Drew Barrymore show, I think it was called. I liked that show too.
Drew Barrymore had a show.
Yeah. That's it. The male comedian that was on whose line is it anyway?
Drew Carey show.
I really said Drew Barrymore. Yes, I'm sorry, Drew Carey show.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, well, damn, I ain't heard of that.
All right.
Yeah. Those are my shows.
All right, then. Key, you're the next lady of the podcast.
You.
Thanks. Oh, fart.
Only you?
Explain.
I mind y'all, I do not watch TV. And when I watch Netflix, I only watch anime. So, when I heard about you, right? And I was afraid to watch that. But I'm not watching Bird Box. Y'all can kiss my ass fish. I'm not watching
man, that's good.
But you is like, really, it's about a man who falls in love with a woman. And he does all this crazy shit. He stalks her, stalks like the people she's involved with, stalks her friends and all that. But I'm on like the 7th episode now, and the episodes are long as shit. I'm on the 7th episode, and I'm starting to like this dude because he has good intentions, you know, but it's just like you're creepy as fuck. You can't be doing this shit. But then there's another stalker, and I'm not gonna spoil it. But there's like 2 stalkers. It's him, and it's another.
Yeah,
it's another.
I'm not watching it.
So she getting stalked by 2 people?
Pretty much.
Oh,
so she got the juice, is what you're
saying. And one of the stalkers, she's known for years.
Oh no. Shoot.
So she's just an egomaniac. She knows there's a dude stalking her. She's like,
no, she's the girl that they're after. She's a stupid ass girl that doesn't know what she wants. She's in college. She lives in an apartment she can't afford.
What would you do it?
She's low key a fraud because she lied about a lot of shit. But you know, y'all see it if y'all watch it. But it's
I'm guessing he's talking about Paige's dedication to Cheers and Frasier.
Maybe what happened?
Kel said that's an addiction. Anyway, what you saying, Key?
Yeah, that's a good show. That's the only show I've been watching because I only watch anime because I hate TV. Like, I really do. I hate TV with a passion. Like, ain't no point in, like, I only use my TV for my PlayStation.
Bro.
Kelsey, if you talking shit, I can't see it. So fuck.
TV was my life as a kid for a while, for like a lot of different reasons and shit. So I had a phase where I watched every fucking sitcom that came on. I watched every episode of Saved by the Bell. I watched every episode of fucking The Facts of Life. I watched every episode of Three's Company. Like I just was watching shit for real. Like I've seen motherfucking like the Saved by the Bell when they went to college and shit and graduated. Niggas was doctors. I was like, damn, when the fuck did this happen?
Was this a special episode or something?
Oh, they had like a whole series. Then they had like a made-for-TV movie and shit. Then like George Clooney's first acting role was on The Facts of Life. He nigga was young as shit.
Bless you. I'm not sure.
I don't know what that was.
What that is?
So I just said bless you. I'm guessing it's a sneeze, possibly. But okay then. Prynce, you have any top shows that you've been interested in at all? Because I know you say you don't have a favorite show, so
I don't either.
No.
Just no.
Any shows that interest you at all?
No.
That's a dry ass nut.
Any shows that interest you? Because you don't necessarily have a favorite show.
No.
You don't watch shows.
I really don't watch TV, to be honest.
Not even Netflix, dude?
No.
Oh,
not unless it's anime.
Exactly.
We can talk about anime in a second, but I guess
no.
I don't necessarily have a favorite show, but shows like the Breaking Bad and Prison Break. Has anybody seen any of those shows?
I have not.
Breaking Bad is fire.
I have never seen Breaking Bad.
Oh,
Breaking Bad is fire. It's on Netflix.
You should watch that.
It's fire.
You should definitely watch that. That show is excellent. The reason I like shows like that is just me being the person that I am, and which is why I'm a film student. I'm always been that observant type. So I've been quick to see cliches. After watching TV for a while, mind you, TV pretty much raised me at some point, as well as my mother, of course. So I've been used to a lot of cliches and stuff that you can see in a lot of TV shows, which is why I don't really care for much TV shows after a few episodes, because you can see the cliches and you can see they're just gonna run that shit for the next 5 seasons. What shows like Breaking Bad and Prison Break have done is take cliches and flip them on their head. Like if you think you can predict what's about to happen, anything else is going to happen.
That shit, like legit, like you'd be like, oh, I know how this finna go. Like they'll like say it'll be episode they introduce like a fucking introduce some cop or whatever. He on the trail. You like, oh, he about to be the dude to fire. Next thing you know, this nigga head blows off. I'm like, well, fuck. Now I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Like for real, seriously. Perfect example for people who haven't watched Breaking Bad. I'm not going to ruin it, but I'm going to say bits and pieces of it. Well, you'll know something, but you won't know everything. Now, I want to say it's season 4 when we get introduced into Gus Fring.
Oh
right?
shit!
Is this season 4?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So real quick, just a small little thing about it is. Heisenberg comes into business with Gus Fring. So I'll just say that. And you would think that everything is going to go well smooth. Now you got the distribution that you need. You got to go international. That's not it at all. And the way he ends that relationship is something you won't expect.
Fuck. That shit was
not see that
as fuck.
So
hell nah.
If you haven't seen Breaking Bad, watch that show. And Prison Break, it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like.
They break out of prison.
The whole first season.
No, they break into prison.
The whole first season is pretty much that. But the show, even you would think after they break out of prison, oh, I ain't gonna worry about the show no more. The climax is reached. Fuck no. Fuck no. You would think that'd be over. The way that they continue to top their climaxes is what kept me watching. So I wouldn't necessarily say I have a favorite show, but shows of that nature I really fuck with. That's just me. So if you're interested in some shows that'll probably keep you on the edge of your seat to keep you interested, if you haven't seen Breaking Bad, watch that. You haven't seen Prison Break, I'd say watch that as well. Dope shows. Now, since we're already in the realm of shows, we can go ahead and get into anime.
Again.
Ah, shit. Here we go.
So I know everybody here watched a whole bunch of anime, so I guess we can just go with top.
Except for Buddy.
Weird
ass sneeze I just had.
It is. I wonder what it was for.
No.
Nigga, what?
People watch a lot of anime, and people in the chat can also answer this question as well in the chat. Maybe we can discuss it. Well, we'll just go down the line here. I know a lot of people watch a lot of anime, possibly. So if you,
I can't choose. I can't choose.
If you have one, you can just say one, or if you have multiple, you can name your top 3 or top 5. Top
5. I gotta put out top
5.
Name my top 3. Okay?
I got a top 5.
We don't got time for your top 76. We don't have time.
Shut up.
So
you sure? You sure?
I'm fucking sure. Ain't nobody gonna sit here for 7 hours discussing 76 anime.
We might. You don't know that.
You never know. You never know.
Sit here for 4 or 5 hours. You know what? Top 5. Anyway, which one of the ladies would like to start?
Me.
Well, go ahead, Key.
So we got Attack on Titan. Got 7 Deadly Sins. And I've started watching My Hero. And I'm starting to like My Hero.
Oh, we can't talk about it.
Watch it right now.
That is legit the most we can say to you.
You like it? I really like it later.
In Attack on Titan, I need Aaron to stop being a little bitch.
He gets better. I mean, well,
I've watched all the episodes. He has not.
I mean, I don't know. Them last couple episodes, he was a straight bitch. I was like, look your bitch ass up, nigga.
Like, be like Armin. Armin's a cold motherfucker. Be like him.
Armin, I thought was a bitch, but Armin is kind of
it's like
he cool. He got his moments.
And Mikasa is that girl, and Levi is amazing. I love Levi.
Levi is the fucking GOAT.
He really is.
Well, Kel said, well, key to the story is not over. Duh.
No shit, Sherlock.
Also, Kel says, Uchiyo and Tora, Hunter x Hunter, Full Metal Alchemist.
I ain't mad at that.
We said top 5.
My Hero.
See, I was never really Full Metal Alchemist. I wanted to be, but I can't get into it like I want to.
What?
But Full Metal Alchemist.
I've never seen that.
Full Metal Alchemist is good. When I got into it,
and I've heard people like it, and
I put a boatload of anime on my plate, and I just fell off. So, gotta get back into it. It's very story driven. So if you're a fan of story, it's definitely kind of show for you. Story driven, emotion, stuff of that nature.
Oh, Jesus Christ! We get I said my 7 Deadly Sins.
Yeah,
it's amazing. It's kind of Meliodas is kind of pervy. It's too much. There's too much perviness in it. But other than that, the action is amazing. The action is everything.
That opening is fire.
Yep.
Still haven't watched it. Maybe I'll put it on my list.
Please watch it. It's amazing.
I have a backlog of anime to watch. We'll see when I get to it.
Jesus Christ.
I have a whole backlog. I think I have a backlog.
He got
one right.
He got a backlog of anime, games, music.
I'm dead ass. I have a backlog of everything. I can't be on everything like y'all.
Kale said that is 5 fathead.
Fuck you, bitch.
Oh yeah. Paige, do you have a favorite anime or a top 3 or 5 anime?
I'm a slight disappointment to the anime world, but
get out.
Because we never heard of this shit.
The ones I like would be like my top 5. I guess would be Nadesico, Noragami,
I've heard of
that. Black Butler.
I haven't seen it.
And there was one on Netflix about the kids in high school that like to gamble, and one girl getting turned on by gambling. I forgot what it's called, but that show too.
I forgot what that's called too. I seen
Yeah.
that. I seen that on Netflix though. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then whatchamacallit? I started on Attack on Titan, so that's on my list. It's pretty lit. It's pretty lit.
And My Hero.
So
I haven't started on My Hero.
Wait.
One step
Did you see the first? Did you see the first episode at least?
No, one step at a time.
You didn't see the first episode of Attack on Titan?
Oh, I thought you said My Hero. Yeah,
no. I'm talking about Attack on Titan. Okay.
No, I've definitely seen it. Yeah.
Okay. So how do you feel about it from that first episode though?
Yeah.
I'm at the part where they found out that he's a Titan, and like he's in the he's like in like a whatchamacallit, a courthouse thing. They like about to sentence him or some shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm at that part. It's fucking crazy
cool.
though. That shit crazy.
You're right. You're getting there.
Okay, you get it. I fuck with you. I thought you meant only watched like a couple episodes because I'm like that first episode had me hooked. I was like, shit. I was like, I felt depressed. I was like, I was waiting for some shit to happen. I was like, nigga, this is so depressing.
Yeah, I was feeling a whole bunch of emotions.
Like, nigga, this shit lit up. I'm like, niggas just getting bodied left and right.
Them fucking Titans biting them, eating them up. I'm like, oh shit. And I was like, they're not going to eat them. They're not going to eat them. Niggas ate him. I said, oh my God.
It gets worse, nigga. They start going in on like, pulling at your damn heartstrings, nigga. I was like, I was like, nigga, my chest getting tight. I was like,
I had to hit him with the Riley for a minute. He'd be like, I ain't gonna cry because I ain't no bitch.
No, I almost cried. I damn near cried watching it. I
didn't do.
I cried watching Noragami. That's the only one
I don't know what that is.
Noragami is really good.
100% fan service, Kels. I know what you're doing with that.
No, that shit is damn near porn.
That's 100% fan service.
It is one step away from porn.
I'll say 2. I'll give it 2.
I give it 2. Anyway, so Prynce is on you, bro.
It's on me.
5
anime, top 3 or 5 anime.
All right, what has everybody else been doing? Everybody else been saying 3 or 5.
I said 5 so far. I said 5.
5 the most. You could say 3 or whatever.
Nah, I'm gonna do 5. All right, so I got Cowboy Bebop.
Okay. True, not mad at that. Classic.
All right. Yeah, it's classic.
Right.
I got I got Trigun in my top 5 actually.
I'm a mad at
really?
Either.
Yeah, Trigun is
another classic.
It's good.
Yeah. Another one in my top 5 is My Hero.
Okay.
Another one in my top 5 is Fate Stay Night. I don't know if y'all watched that.
Oh yeah,
Fate Stay Night.
Okay.
You said what?
Yeah.
It's called Fate Stay Night. I would watch the Unlimited Blade Works version, to be honest.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Same.
Yeah, I really would say the whole series, but like if you gonna start with one, I would start with that one. Either that one or Fate Zero. Anyway, I'm not talking about that. And number 5, I have to give to Hellsing Ultimate.
Huh?
I've never
Never seen that either. Huh.
Well, not Bleach at all. Shit,
it's not. It's in my top 10, but
or One Piece. Damn,
I haven't finished One Piece.
I haven't watched enough of One Piece to even consider it.
Look here,
you don't get to talk to me.
One Piece has over 5,000 episodes.
Piece has been on air for damn near. One Piece older than me. Stop.
One Piece has more episodes than The Simpsons.
One Piece ain't older than you.
For over 30 years.
Close enough. Last time I checked, this man had like 600 episodes out. He came and reported talking about something. The story's only 40% done. I said 40% done?
Yeah, 40% done.
Yeah, he got 800 episodes out now.
I don't have time for it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
If we're talking sub, it's like 800, almost 900 episodes.
If we're talking about what?
We're talking about we're talking 900 episodes.
That's what I'm saying. Nah, fuck that. I'm good.
Exactly.
I am
My ass
on
still
500.
in the era. I'm still in
Part of me wants to, but
I'm on the Fisherman Saga. Fisherman
I haven't started.
I will finish it at some point, but don't come at me like that, Key, when you ain't even finished My Hero yet.
Shut up.
I
just started.
Whoa.
And I just started One Piece. I lie. I've been watching One Piece since May of last year. But yeah, I've been watching One Piece since May of last year. But still, get off my back.
I will not.
Hey, what about you, Rick? Top 3 or 5 anime?
Well, this nigga wanna take all my damn picks and shit.
Hey, bro.
I took 2.
Nigga, Trigun and fucking Cowboy Bebop, of course, nigga. Classics.
Oh yeah, they are.
Got to. Like Cowboy Bebop like made me appreciate anime on a different level though. Because like legit, it's so fucking it's jazzy as fuck or whatever. And I love I love anything noir style, and that shit is like jazz.
Well,
and
you know what you would like then?
What?
Noir is fire.
You know what you would like? It's an anime called Baccano. You should watch that because it's dope.
It'll be on my list, but remind me later because I'm gonna forget. But then all right, since I'm Trigun gonna be 5.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Nah. Wait a minute. I seen something that I know I'm gonna forget later. Key,
what?
You ain't finished Dragon Ball?
Yes, I have.
Oh, what is Kels talking about then?
Babe, I finished Dragon Ball. I finished that weeks ago.
I ain't finished the original Dragon Ball either. So
I haven't either.
I
haven't finished it. I stopped at episode
I know
54.
I know the overarching story, but I ain't watch every single episode.
That was my second version of Dragon Ball.
I feel like if you know the gist of it, then you can watch it. I know people that fuck with Dragon Ball and they don't like Dragon Ball Z at all.
Yeah. Well, because it's mad different.
Now, I haven't seen Dragon Ball Z. I've seen Dragon Ball twice.
But you've never seen Dragon Ball Z, which doesn't make a lot of... It's whatever. I mean, it's to each his own. But I was going... which brings us to my next point. Like, I'll probably put Cowboy Bebop over Trigun, of course.
Yeah. All right, go
ahead. Like, real shit, though. Shit, I fuck with One Punch Man too. I put that in. One Punch Man is fire.
All right, secret time. Y'all can all get on me about it. It's what? I've never watched One Piece. I mean, not One Piece. One Punch Man.
One Punch Man.
I haven't either. I haven't either.
It's on Netflix.
Y'all can have a couple dates tonight and get on it.
It's on Netflix. It's only it's not that many episodes. It's only one season. The second season hasn't started yet. So I mean, hop to it. That's also the first anime I watched all the way through that was sub. Every other anime I've ever watched has either been like a mixture of dub and sub.
I told y'all
what about Black Samurai?
What were we talking about?
Black Samurai.
Only Black Samurai I know is Afro Samurai.
Right.
I really said. Anyway.
Oh my God. All right. Rick, continue your list, Rick. Continue your list, Rick. You said Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, and One Punch Man. What's your other two?
Oh my God.
We was talking about nobody won't fill me in. I'm like, all right, then I'll shut this shit down and leave. Shit.
Wait, what happened?
Let's move on. Say your list. Fuck it at this point. Fuck all y'all. Continue.
What the fuck we doing?
Exactly, Kills. No, she did not.
Oh, he said he gave Poison up one headband.
One headband? Really?
Yeah, he did. He gave it to him. He gave it to him in packs.
Damn it, Kills. I was gonna battle you for that shit. I gotta fight this nigga.
You got it, Rick. You got this.
All right, try to be poised up if you want to. All he got to do is scream.
I gotta go get the number 2 first. Then I gotta.
Hey, look, at a fight, I'm deaf.
You will be deaf after that fight. He will scream in your face.
No, I'm already deaf in the fight. I can't hear nothing. All I hear is my heart.
Oh shit. But honorable mention, I would have to say Afro Samurai, the real shit, because I fuck with that shit heavy. It's something about like I like anything that has to do with fucking that has to do with samurai shit, and like I love art style that looks that has fucking gray and black colors and just red with blood and shit like that. I fuck with that shit heavy.
Oh yeah, Kel's talking about
something about
where to
find a number 2. If I win, I have the head. Do we have a deal?
Nigga, no, nigga. All right, so my son can come back and kill you, nigga. Because that's how the show goes, and that's exactly how the shit go.
That's exactly how it go.
No, ma'am.
Remember me, number 1. He knows, but it all is here.
But yeah. All right. So 3. What is it? What am I at? 3? No, I said that. No, 3. No, Think I'm going forward, not backwards. I got 2 left. Put it like that. 2, I'm gonna give motherfucking Death Note with what? Wait, hold up. Well, what is that?
Oh wow.
No, I'm playing. No, but real shit. Death Note.
Eat under. I eat a chip.
Hell no.
I take a chip and eat it.
Go ahead. What's number 1?
Dragon Ball Z, bro. It was like, well, it wasn't the first anime I ever watched, because the first anime I ever watched was Sailor Moon, but because that shit just was just on TV when I was getting ready for work, for school and shit. But Dragon Ball Z definitely put a spark in me to make me be like, I fuck with anime.
I feel
and that was like when I was like 6, 7. That's when everybody was watching Dragon Ball Z.
I feel like the weird kid because that was not my first anime.
That was my first. Well, Dragon Ball was my first anime. But I didn't.
Nothing Dragon Ball was my
Sailor
first
Moon
anime.
was my first anime, but Dragon Ball Z was my first love of anime.
I hated Sailor Moon.
You hate Sailor Moon?
It wasn't made for you.
Exactly.
It's a social anime. It's created for a little.
It's not made for me, Keith.
That's the whole point of why I don't like the same. Exactly. That'd be the same as getting mad at him because he said he don't like Barbie dolls. I'm like, it's not made for him.
Thank you, Kels. Thank you, Kels. Kels knows exactly what I watch.
So if you
and you actually Yu Yu Hakusho, those are definitely honorable mentions as well. I fuck with Yu Yu Hakusho. I had to rewatch it because I had never seen the thing all the way through. And I was like, all right, I fuck with this.
Me neither. I always watched all the way up to the Dark Tournament. I have to watch past.
Oh, boy. Listen. Well, dang, you can't play Jump Force.
It's interesting.
Jump Force don't come out to the 15th. I think.
It's interesting. The last like season or arc or whatever is interesting. I'm like, a part of me feels like it's not needed.
It was dope, though. I can't lie.
I'm not going to say it's not, but I just feel like it's just not needed. Like it was, everything was all wrapped up and cool, and then it's like, let's just add some shit.
Because when I watched it as a kid, I was like, oh my god! And then I watched it later, I was like, it's cool, but was it really necessary? Was this really necessary for the? It kind of took away from it too a little bit, but still doesn't take away from the cool factor. Anyway, go ahead, Sid.
Top 5 anime. My number 1 spot is tied, and that's because of my personal interest. And it's tied between Hitman Reborn and Kuroko no Basket. Now, for anybody who knows who I am, and have talked to me before, I'm a fan of basketball as well as mafia culture. Hitman Reborn is pretty much a superpower mafia anime, and Kuroko no Basket is a basketball anime. Fucks with both of them. I've rewatched both of them numerous times. Those is my shit.
You should also watch Baccano, but go ahead.
Those are time for number 1. Number 2 is definitely Hunter x Hunter.
All right.
That anime, and I know a lot of people don't like it because it starts off slow, stuff of that nature. Same thing with Hitman Reborn. A lot of people are not going to like it because it doesn't start off like a regular shonen anime. It takes a while to start up. If you stick with it, once it hits that switch, full gear. But like I said, it takes a person to be able to sit through the beginning episodes for them to build the characters, build the bond.
I can agree. Them first 6 episodes kind of slow,
does.
But once they get to that fighting, I was like, oh.
Yeah, you get to the fight, you know the characters, you know who they are, you get the bond. So when the fighting is there, it's way more meaningful. But a lot of people are impatient with shonen anime. So if they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. Same thing with Hunter x Hunter. But for what Hunter x Hunter did for me is it took shonen anime and flipped it on its head. Everything you knew about shonen anime does not apply in Hunter x Hunter. Number one thing is the main characters do not win every fight. They get their ass whooped.
Good.
And the fights that you think they will win. And the fights you think that their ass gonna get whooped in because you're used to them getting their ass whooped, they come through and tear through niggas. So you don't know what to expect anymore.
True. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
And the characters that you know to have a certain personality switch, certain personality that's built throughout the show. And this is why a lot of people say like the Chimera Ant arc is so legendary. Because one of the things in there is also another thing about that whole anime is people, main characters and side characters die.
They do.
I'm talking about on some Fire Emblem shit. They die.
So that means don't get attacked.
They die and do not come back.
Right, I mean, it's better.
Well, nah, we can't say that. That's not fully true.
The Chimera
in the arc of the Chimera arc, it happened.
It happened. But like I said, people, I didn't say all people that die don't come back. I said there's people who die and don't come back. Yeah. But to the point I'm trying to make with the Chimera Ant arc, why it's so legendary is the people that you've grown and love are shown completely different in clutch moments in that arc. And it leaves you in shock. When I tell you, like when I really felt the tension in my chest when I was watching one of the main characters completely change into something I've never seen them to be. I mean that shit. That shit was crazy. So by the time it ended, I'm like, fuck, it ended.
I don't know though. I'm still thinking when I think of something that shit like
I said my part about it. Everybody has the gripe with that show. I don't expect y'all to watch it, but that shit is in top 3 regardless. I don't care what nobody says.
Hey, that's right. That's you, bro.
That's you, bro. Yeah, you got your own anime that you like.
For me personally, I would say that I don't think it shifted it that much. Like the shonen,
it's all up to you because not everybody looks into it the same way. I'm a film student, so I look into it deeper than a regular person.
Mm-hmm. I've seen people debate on like Hunter versus Naruto or whatever, and they say like Hunter is a better version of Naruto.
But the thing about Naruto is it still has those same elements of shonen manga, not shonen. Well, shonen manga, I guess. I haven't read manga like that, so I can't necessarily tell you. But at least shonen anime, it still has those primary elements still there.
Well, Hunter still has those primary elements still there.
Of course, it's the shonen anime. Of course, I'm not shocked about that. But they flip it on its head.
Well, what I think of when I think of somebody like flipping it on his head is I think of Bleach. Because if you really think about it, in the first part of Bleach, you really rooting for the bad guy. Like there's a certain part of Bleach where you start rooting for the bad guy.
Are you spoiling shit for me, nigga?
Yeah, he is.
Yes and no. I didn't tell you how you rooting for the bad guy. To tell you,
nigga, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm not stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You will, but you have to watch it to figure it out.
No shit. What the fuck you think I'm gonna do, nigga? Eat
it? How about you calm down, Rick? You watch Bleach and Baccano.
You keep saying this shit so I won't forget, but I feel like I'm still.
Me and this junkie, I'm telling you. That your junking is something crazy, but
spill that shit. I'm about to put in my notes
because Bleach is one of my favorites. Bleach does it in a different way. Because if we start going into this shit, we're not getting off of it.
We both gonna start
levels.
Bleach.
I'm not talking about just Bleach. I'm just talking about storytelling in general. There's levels to storytelling. And to make shit unique, there's all kinds of aspects that you can flip on its head to make it unique. So if we're bringing that up, Bleach and Hunter x Hunter do it on 2 different aspects.
They do.
I can have both of them in the same sense in that nature. They both flip shonen anime on its head, but for different reasons. Which is one of the reasons why for a long time I used to fuck with Bleach a little bit heavier than Naruto.
Oh no, I definitely did it first.
I stopped fucking with Naruto for a long time, like a few years ago.
I stuck it out with Naruto. I got into Shippuden when there was like 200 episodes out, and I caught up like by episode like 300 something, and I just stuck it out to episode 500. It's a good anime, but it's just shonen anime.
Yeah,
it's shonen anime to the core.
It's shonen anime all the way, but don't let that demean the anime. It's a good anime.
I will say Shippuden is less shonen because niggas start dying.
A lot more shit happens in it. Now, when y'all say shonen, y'all talk about basically the power of friendship type shit and how niggas be just coming back with MacGuffins and shit. They like, oh my god, he's dead. Then you have a funeral for a nigga. It's like, hey, I found this amazing, super ultra powerful fucking random fucking eye drop that brings niggas back to life. Convenient as fuck.
Eye drop.
You could have just said Dragon Ball.
That's part of it, but one of the main aspects of shonen anime is either they do that or the main cast just never dies. They never lose a match.
Yeah, you think of either Dragon Ball Z or Fairy Tail when you think of a pure shonen show.
Fuck with Fairy Tail though.
It's not
that it's bad. It's just that
I get you.
Yeah, let's not get it confused. This does not make the anime bad at all. It's just a regular thing about content. All content has cliches. A lot of shit you can't dodge. It's just how it works.
Yeah.
But what makes a lot of stuff stick out is how you use those cliches and how they're trying to create something fresh and new. Perfect example for people who've never watched Hajime no Ippo.
Who?
Fuck with that shit. That shit was good.
I don't know what
that shit was good.
I just explained it to you. It's a boxing anime from the 90s.
That shit is good, bro.
Because if we just look at the baseline, and I'm only going to as far as I've watched, because I've only watched up to the part where Rocky from Buddy from the East or something like that. I haven't gotten.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen up to that part, he has not lost a match, right? So obviously, if we start looking at the baseline, okay, it's a typical shonen anime. But the way that they build up each of these fights, and you watch these fights, there are a lot of these fights you would believe to the core he's gonna get his ass whooped.
Like legit, because he has basic pop, like boxing ability. He don't really have skill though. He just naturally like a naturally good puncher. Kind of like Mike Tyson is, and they kind of build him to be in that same aspect.
Of course.
But that shit, the way that they go about it is fucking crazy, and it's a really good ass fucking anime because they use actual boxing techniques in the fucking anime.
Oh, of course.
So if you really look at that, watch that shit, you can learn how to box just by watching the fucking anime.
Yeah, I don't condone that.
I know that, but I'm gonna have to just look it up, see how.
If you watch,
it's good.
I'm just talking about the whole learning boxing through.
Oh, bro. Just appreciate you stopping by, Kills. You have a good night.
You go to bed.
Now I have a question, cause
bet Kills. Appreciate you, bro.
Now I have a question.
Sure.
What's up?
I hear all this anime we're talking about, and it begs the question because the only one I've really heard and that's close to this realm is Attack on Titan. How do y'all feel like about gore?
I fucking love it because Dead Man Wonderland, my shit.
I really watch gore like that, so I can't say I have an opinion.
I like Dead Man's Wonderland, which is why I need to watch Parasite.
I've been meaning to start Parasite, but I've never.
I need to watch Parasite.
What is Parasite? Y'all know I watch anime, but I don't really watch anime like
it's kind of.
It's like a body horror type of like. It has a lot of gore and blood and shit in it, and I've heard it's really good. I just haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, between that and Blood Plus or Blood.
Phil told me about King Game or something. He told me about that.
We talked about it in the chat earlier. Yeah.
But I just wanted to see.
And Parasite's on my backlog. Whenever I get to it, I get to it. I'm not rushing shit. Backlog is too long for me to be rushing through shit to be able to talk to people about it. I'll get to it.
Is Parasite that like video that people are using for memes where it was like and through somebody's body and up through the shit? If that makes any type of sense. Lord, I want to see that one.
I think I know what you're talking about. Hold on, let me drop some shit for you real quick, and I shall tell you. If this is hold, please.
I can't say an opinion when it comes to
between that and
you tell me if this is what you're talking about, because it's a movie. It's a fucking movie.
It's a movie. Yeah,
it's a movie and a show. Like they have a show too.
Huh. I know it's like I didn't know it was a movie, but damn, that's crazy.
You know what's crazy? Actually, before I say this, finish your list set because I know we done went on a tangent while on your list because of Hunter.
It don't matter. It's a good conversation.
It is, but I at least want to finish the list because
I'll continue off the point I was making with Hajime no Ippo because it's very interesting and there's a lot of shit that I'm starting to understand more talking about this shit. When it comes to Hajime no Ippo, like I said, for people who may be just tuning in or paying attention now or after the fact, it's a boxing anime from the 90s. It's typical shonen anime if you're looking at the baseline of it, but it's way more deep. Right. And one of the things that Hajime no Ippo does that I think is an element of shonen anime that people don't necessarily pay attention to is the storytelling within the action. Mm-hmm. And each of those boxing matches, you can see the storyline happening with each punch, with each gut check, with each hook. Like you really following through the shit, through the storyline, through each action, and just being able to know going through a story without any words. Samurai Jack is a big example of that.
Right. Yeah, I think people underestimate the art of not saying shit but saying a lot.
Oh yeah, nah, that art is amazing. Like when you can pull that off, it's dope. Like for example, like Cowboy Bebop, like just that I'm talking about more like that theme song.
A lot of silence.
Oh yeah, it's like the theme song kind of shows it because it's like in a day and age where everybody was using lyrics and still use lyrics. Cowboy Bebop said, "Nah, we just gonna have a jazz. We just gonna have a plain old jazz song playing for our intro, and that's gonna be the intro." And it kind of set the tone of the story. It's not much talking; it's just action, kind of. So, you know.
But yeah, short anime and just content in general. There's layers to that shit. Don't fall asleep on it, people. Mm-hmm. But to reiterate my list, tied in first is Hitman Reborn, as well as Kuroko no Basket. Another main reason for both of those is I see a lot of myself in those main characters. Most definitely. Like I said, number 2 is Hunter x Hunter. Number 3 for me is Bleach. Mm-hmm. Definitely fuck with Bleach.
Yeah.
A lot. I've rewatched that at least 3 times.
Oh, yes.
I know a lot of people say, and because you're watching it, Rick, I'm not going to spoil it, but I know a lot of people say after that first main story arc that the anime should have stopped. I don't believe so. I think they did a great job with the rest of the arcs throughout the rest of the anime. That's what other people believe. That's up to them. But I think they did a great job with it afterwards. So number 3, definitely Bleach. Number 4, what would I say for number 4? Number 4 is debatable. Maybe I might say My Hero. I give it to My Hero. As much as I'm not spoiling anything. I'm saying the way I do it, I say a lot without saying anything. That's what I like doing. I like saying a lot without saying anything.
I can't because I'm I get hype.
I had to write papers for films without spoiling storylines, so it's gotten to the point where I just do it off the top of my head. But as far as My Hero is concerned, I know a lot of people hate. Well, I don't want to say they hate, but they're not the biggest fan of some of the emotion in My Hero when it comes to Deku.
I love that.
The first time, oh yeah, you've seen it already. The first time he met All Might, when All Might first told him he can be a hero, and he busted out crying, I felt that. I give two fucks what anybody say. I felt that shit in my heart.
Yeah,
that was real shit.
And I think what really made it even better is the fact that All Might didn't believe in him at first.
What are you doing?
Not really. He kind of like just put pity on him like a motherfucker. He was like, all right, you know. Then he just kept looking at him. He was like, he saw his determination. He was like, all right, look here.
He was like, all right, look, I don't believe you can be a hero. And then he went to, hey, look, I don't believe you can really be a hero, but you got the hero spirit. So
I know, Paige, you wanted to watch My Hero. That's not necessarily a spoiler.
It's not a spoiler. That's like the first episode, so it's like, you know.
It is. Yeah.
It's been a while for me.
Third season. No, I'm playing.
Oh, when you get to that third season.
I'm just saying, like, shit, that third nigga. What?
I can't talk about it at all.
Like nothing.
Because even if you try to like do basic talks about it, you still spoil something from earlier.
Shall we?
Nah, you good.
Nah, you fine. But I know for a lot of people, as well as myself, I would say a lot of people give anime like a 3 to 5 episode rule. You know, by the 3rd or 5th episode, if you'd be into this anime, you're gonna continue watching it.
Yep.
That first episode.
I give people a 6 episode rule with anime because sometimes it takes a while for you to get jumping.
You know what's wild, and most people are going, give me a bunch of flack for this if they hear this. Because of Boruto, I do not have a rule for how long I expect the anime to get good. Because I will say Boruto pulled me in after a slow start. Like
it is. That's why I watched the first few episodes and I said I'll come back when shit starts happening.
Yeah. Well, I even stick with it like through the first episodes. I was like, you know what? Nope, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pull through. And it's like, in hindsight, I could have, but to be honest, I said once you get to like episode, I think it's 11, when they get into the first official arc, that's when stuff start hitting. Because I always remember the. Do any of y'all plan on watching Boruto?
Are you talking about
the
class rep?
Not particularly.
You said the what?
The little situation that happened with the class rep.
I wasn't even talking about that, but yeah, I guess that counts. I was talking more about when they went to the hit and miss. That's what I was referring to. Oh well, dang, never mind. Just never mind.
I finished watching after the class rep incident.
Oh well, yeah. Well, you gotta, cause you got. I'll say a bunch of lit stuff, cause I will also say they did the movie real well in the show. Like they did it a lot differently. I'm assuming it's probably because they had more time to like come up with how they was gonna work it and everything. But
of course, TV shows definitely have way more time to go over their arcs in films.
But to be honest, in the movie, because in the movie of Boruto, it doesn't make sense at all. Kind of like, you don't really know him like that. In the show, I would say they do a good job of explaining Boruto, and then the movie kind of makes more sense.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah.
It's a lot of shit that I know y'all not spoiling it, but I need to catch up on a lot of shit.
Who are you telling?
I had to get better with spoiling because I know I'm the type of person that is like, somebody could legit tell me how something ends and I still watch it and enjoy it. And I had to remember that other people aren't like that. So I had to watch myself.
Nigga, I was watching All Dev Digital because I started watching fucking what is the name of the damn show? Sons of Anarchy. And nigga randomly spoiled that shit on a damn episode of a show that had nothing to do with fucking Sons of Anarchy. And I was like, what? Because Tony Baker didn't watch this shit either. And then he was watching it. He's like, you just spoiled it. He's like, what? He's like, but the show been off the air for like 3 years. He's like, but he just started watching it. I was like, he just put his head down. I was like, fuck this shit, bro. I felt the same way because so Lace scored fucking Infinity War for me.
I did.
On Twitter a video that had nothing to do with it.
Oh, you ain't talking about me. Wait, so you have been spoiled on the way before?
It wasn't exactly
the day after the movie came out.
It wasn't exactly because I kept trying to hide it from myself.
I had to tell her no.
That's why
I tell y'all every time. I tell y'all every time. I beat up a kid because he was trying to spoil Infinity Wars for me. I beat him up.
What?
Yes, I beat up a sophomore in high school because he tried to.
What?
That's where you incriminate yourself on the internet.
Nah, I knew the parents, so it wasn't really like I beat him up. It was more like discipline type, but you know.
All right, then.
It's like you gonna learn to not. Nah, I'm joking. But yeah,
that's crazy.
All right, I believe you was on number 5.
But yeah, that first episode got me hooked. It's been a while since an anime did that for me, so.
Oh yeah.
I'll give number 4 to My Hero as of right now. And number 5, what would I give it to number 5? I'll probably say Soul Eater. Soul Eater was not bad.
I love Soul Eater.
I
hate that.
I never seen Soul Eater.
I hate that.
That's my little sister's favorite anime, I think.
I love the anime as a whole, but I hate the ending. I really do.
But yeah, I didn't care for the ending as much.
I've never seen an anime.
For anybody who watches my gaming stuff and you see my PSN name Black Star, I got it from a character on Soul Eater named Black Star. That's where I got my PSN name from.
You know something weird, actually? Death the Kid is kind of a extreme version of me, to be honest. Always.
What?
I have selective OCD, and and it kind of reminds me of him because it's like his OCD is very selective, then it's also particular, but it's so extreme that I'm like, this is me if I was a lot worse than I am.
I feel you.
Like legit, put this with me, and instead of symmetry is music, this is legit me. Like, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I love that anime. I just really wish they would have ended it a lot better than they did.
I feel you. But yeah, I haven't finished a lot of anime. That's the only reason why it took me a while to get my 4 and 5. I've literally only finished Naruto, Soul Eater, Hunter x Hunter, One Punch Man. If you consider that finished, it's not finished, but as of right now,
if you consider My Hero, then you could consider One Punch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're catching up My Hero, then I guess that's about it. Everything else, I either was watching for a while, I fell off because I got into some other shit, or I just never started it yet.
Yeah. So, you know what none of us said that I'm surprised that like we didn't.
What is that?
Samurai Champloo.
I've never watched it yet. It's on my list.
See, I've tried to get into it. I know a lot of people love that show, and it's like I was expecting more from it.
I really like it because, like, number one, the soundtrack is dope. Like, you know, don't add me.
Oh, the soundtrack is fire.
That soundtrack is fire.
That soundtrack is fire.
New Jobbies did their thing on that, but yeah, I can understand your gripe with Samurai Champloo, but I don't know. I really just like because it's really dope. It tells a very dope story to me,
right?
And the fight scenes are top notch. Like I was honestly hooked from that first fight that they had.
What's up, Magician Cork? Appreciate you, bro, for coming through. Hope you're doing well. If you're just tuning in, we literally just finished talking about our top 5 animes here. And honestly, since we're on the topic of shows, we might as well just go into favorite cartoons.
SpongeBob. Period.
And
All right.
I guess Key's starting off. So go ahead, Key. Take it away.
Take it away, Penny. I think I just proved the point. I think I just
SpongeBob period. Take it
Sorry,
away. That's it. Go ahead,
but I like
SpongeBob.
I like Fairy Pants. I like
We said one.
You mean all Fairy Parent? Nah, you can do top 5. Let's not go crazy.
Yeah. SpongeBob, Fairy Parent. Powerpuff Girls. Danny Phantom. And
Danny Phantom was cool.
And I forgot the last one.
I forgot the last one.
I did. Got to go. Those are 4. I like.
All right, Paige, you up next. Do you have any favorite cartoons?
Powerpuff Girls, Edna and Eddie, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Courage the Cowardly Dog, and Dexter's Laboratory.
All right, I'm not going. There's one thing I fucked with on Powerpuff Girls is the Rowdy Rough Boys episode.
I've never God, that was my favorite.
I've never forgotten the episode. It's been years.
Secret time. I've never watched Powerpuff Girls.
Nigga, what?
Wait, hold on. Wait, what, Key?
They were how the Powerpuff Girls would just beat Mojo Jojo's ass for no reason.
No, you remember that one episode where he actually was doing nothing wrong and they felt bad?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was like, yo, he wasn't doing anything. They was like, oh.
All right, now Rick can get on me about the fact that I've never watched Powerpuff Girls before.
Oh, well, we'll watch it. Don't worry. No, don't worry about it.
Do we have to? Do we have
to? Yes. It's a good show, bro.
Not the new version, the old one. The old
version's trash. They put twerking in it. It's already trash.
Terrible.
That's the oh my goodness.
Irreparable. You cannot save it.
Those are little girls.
Anyways, yeah, we'll watch
I remember when the Rowdy Rough Boy episode came out, bro. I was in 2nd grade.
It's been years since I've seen that episode, and I have never forgotten it till this day.
Hell no.
That shit was hilarious.
Shit was fire. I fuck with the I remember when the Green Gang got fucking superpowers.
Yes.
That shit was
fire. I remember when those 3 dudes broke out of jail and they pretended they were the Powerpuff Girls. They were
hairy as fuck, bro, with a dress on.
And they were like fucking with their voices like, okay, Mr. All right, Mayor, we got it. Like, what the hell? He was like, all right, girls.
Can we have all the money, please?
Sure.
Oh, sure, boss.
Yeah. And then
Nigga, what?
No, one of my. Go ahead, Wiki.
I said they actually fell for it.
I know that shit irritated me, especially with the mayor. But
fun fact: the mayor is Tom Kenny, a.k.a. SpongeBob.
Are you serious?
You didn't notice that?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, now that I think about it, wow. Mm-hmm. I know. The one that Buttercup. I know the one that plays Buttercup played as the one of the babies from Rugrats. I'm trying to think.
Susie.
Which one it was. Yes.
If so, then that's Cree Summer, which I'm not exactly sure. Is that Cree Summer?
I love Summer.
Oh hell yeah!
Look at you, Rick.
Also,
voice actors.
One of the good episodes from Powerpuff Girls.
I know a lot of random shit. plus I used to have I legit know a lot of random facts. Plus, I had a huge crush on Cree Summer since a different world.
I'm so done.
That's fair. That is very fair.
But I mean, I also know her damn work and shit. Plus, I know a couple voice actors. I know Tara Strong. She's every fucking body.
Tara Strong.
But anyway. She's Mandy. She's Frankie from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friend. She's literally every random ass character. If you heard her voice, you hear her everywhere. Yes, Cree was Freddy. Yes, Cree was Freddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was from a different world. But yeah. So wait, who's still going? Whose turn is it?
No, someone's next.
Who's next?
Wait, was your Paige?
No, I finished.
Were you done, Paige?
Yeah.
Already went.
No? Oh, okay.
All right. Go ahead, Prynce. What's your list, bro?
Ed, Nettie, Invader Zim, Rugrats, Rocket Power, and Teen Titans.
Not mad at that at all. I actually like the Young Justice over Teen Titans, though, to be honest.
I can understand that, but Teen Titans hit me
now. But Teen Titans was fucking iconic. But Young Justice is good.
First, I have to go back and watch it. I watched
I rewatched that shit. I rewatched that shit on Netflix. I was like, bruh. Then they brought it back.
They did bring it back. Because I was like, damn, they stopped it. Like, damn it, I'm gonna watch what I can, and then that's about it. And then I heard they brought it back. I was like, okay, sooner or later I get into it.
It's trash.
Wow,
what's trash?
All right.
The remake of Teen Titans is trash.
Okay, stop it. Teen Titans Go is not trash. I'm gonna need y'all to stop slandering it just because it's not Teen Titans.
All right, here's my thing.
Trash, yeah.
Here's my thing.
It's not. You can't tell me you ain't walking around here singing "I'm catching villains."
I did not.
I don't even know.
I could tell you that exactly. I don't even know what reference that is, bro.
Look, you be quiet.
What are you talking about?
You asked me a question, I answered. Don't be mad if it didn't work in your favor.
When you talk to me. You talk to me about this Teen Titan Go hate.
I can say whatever I want about Teen Titans Stop. You ain't get off me.
Teen Titans Stop.
Well, not legit though. It's like it's not a bad show. People just butt hurt that it's not Teen Titans. That's all it is.
Not bullshit.
You sound like it. You sound like it.
There's a difference between
bullshit. Period.
There's a difference between butt hurt and just not caring. I saw Teen Titans Go. Wasn't what I thought it was. Didn't watch it. Don't know any references. Period.
Same.
Move on.
So why you saying Teen Titans Stop then?
Why you butt hurt about me calling Teen Titans Stop? So who's
I'm just tired. I'm just
Yeah, I'm chilling. I just said Teen Titans Stop.
I'm just trying
you
to
brought up the theme again. I was trying to move on.
Nathan,
why you calling it Teen Titans Stop? Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying. Teen Titans Go does not deserve the hate.
I will say that it's a different show. It's made for like a different audience, but they could have like legitimately made it a completely. It seems like what they did was like it'd be the same as if they made Batman animated series into SpongeBob and shit like that. Which it isn't. Like Batman animated series is fucking fire. But
especially Batman Beyond.
What you say?
I said especially Batman Beyond.
No, and I fuck with Batman Beyond, but no, it can't hold a candle to a Batman animated series. Nigga, you got Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill. Nigga, what?
We compare a cast.
No, the writing, the fucking nigga, the fucking episodes. Get the fuck out of here. And I fuck with Batman Beyond. But shit.
All right. I'm gonna just stop my list. Niggas is coming from me and my cartoon taste.
You sure are. We're on your ass, motherfucker.
Hey, bro.
You know.
Hey, if I really break what just happened, it's not what happened. You just took it that way. I just said, look. I just said Teen Titans Stop. Oh, you call it Teen Titans Stop? I'm gonna be able to stop. Hey, I just said what I said and moved on. I was like, I didn't watch it. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. I ain't watch it. I stopped.
Trying to have a debate.
That's cool. And no, and we're having a debate. Mission successful, nigga.
Trying to have a nice, educated debate about why Teen Titans Go is not that bad. And then we ended up on Batman Beyond. And then I get thrashed in that. I know you was.
Go ahead.
Nah, we here for it. I'm here for it.
It's not.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What?
I'm not. Nah.
Why you scared to say it if it's not towards me? Just say it.
I'm gonna be good.
I say it's whatever.
I'll tell y'all after the podcast.
All right.
I'm gonna be nice today, shockingly.
What's your list, Prynce?
She gonna call me the N-word when we get off podcast.
You damn right.
Told y'all.
And it's something else, but that's part of it.
In her past life, she was a slave owner. I'm convinced.
Soinks.
All right, Rick, go ahead with your
my favorite cartoons.
By the way, niggas ain't coming at me about Rocket Power, are we? Because that one
I like Rocket Power.
That what I am
nigga.
I am gonna hit y'all with the heart, nigga. Hold on.
Nigga, I'm just saying. I fuck with that's where you get it from, Key. Okay.
That's where I get it from, Key.
So fuck you say, nigga.
That's what Des just said.
That's what Des just said. Don't come at me. Don't kill the
messenger. Says she get it from you.
I forgot you in here. I've been trying to get the chat up for the past hour and a half, and it's finally up. So
look at that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I have.
But all right, go ahead.
But yeah, Rick, what's your list, bro?
I mean, I'm gonna basically go with what basically inspired me the most as a kid to be like my comedic fucking timing and shit like that, and my damn personality. Definitely fucking, and my weirdness and shit. Definitely Invader Zim. Literally all the fucking Looney Tunes, the fucking Tex Avery cartoons, like Droopy the damn wolf and shit like that.
You gotta pick one.
Because it's not a series. They all like individual things or whatever. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like I'm just lumping them all together as a point, basically. But yeah, definitely Invader Zim as a series, motherfucker. Bitch.
Look, y'all bastard.
No, nobody remembers SWAT Cats but me. That was my shit.
I'll try to prove you wrong, but I can't.
Exactly.
The name sounds familiar.
Look it up. Look it up.
Let me see. You know what? I'm about to look it up to see if I remember.
Look it up.
Like you said SWAT Cats.
Fucking like legit a lot of fucking Looney Tunes.
I have seen this actually.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I said you don't remember it though. I didn't say you didn't see it. I said you don't remember it.
I probably wouldn't have put the name to it, to be honest.
Exactly. Even if I had a gun to your head. What is this cartoon, nigga? Kill me.
What the hell was that?
That's the show where you
Don't hold the trick.
But as you're saying, Rick.
Say what?
So as you were saying,
I think you finished.
Fucking no, Animaniacs.
I love Animaniacs.
I forgot about that show.
Yeah, Tiny Toons. All the fucking all those was made by Steven Spielberg, as a matter of fact.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
Steven Spielberg was on some shit.
Yeah, like legit.
All aspects, he was on some shit.
Always.
That's what happens.
Shit, is it all of them? That's like legit. What yeah, that's what influenced me as a kid. Was like comedically. Real shit. That's why I didn't have a personality as a kid. I used to like mimic cartoons and shit like that. So that what made me become more funny and goofy and shit.
I think we all been there.
Most def. All right. I guess as far as I'm going off of what brought me a lot of enjoyment back in the day. So as far as I'm concerned, right now, not even back in the day, just overall. So top of the list for me is Rick and Morty. I don't care.
Okay.
The intelligent comedy in that show, throughout every episode, I've gotten at least a good bunch of laughs in that show. Show's excellent. Definitely. SpongeBob, of course. So many quotables that I've used throughout the years from that show. Show is dope. Amazing. Simpsons when it was good. Show is iconic.
Not mad at that.
That depends on who you ask, though.
I think Futurama's better.
It is.
It is. But as far as icon status for me back in the day, yeah, Yeah. And mind you, Simpsons is mostly about just following their adventures. It wasn't necessarily always comedy. They had slapstick comedy all over the fucking place, but if you're talking about comedy intelligence, I wouldn't say The Simpsons has a lot of it. But right next to that is Family Guy before he started tripping.
Oh, Family Guy's so trash now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like,
It's the Simpsons-itis. It's the Simpsons disease.
Mm-hmm.
For people who don't know what I mean by the Simpsons disease, I'm going to do a quick synopsis about it. If we go into conversation about it, we go into conversation about it. But the Simpsons disease is pretty much where you won't let a show die. Now, for people who don't know about the situation with the Simpsons, the reason it went from what it was to what it is now is throughout the stint of the show, most of the original writers left the show. The thing about that is, and this is just basic common knowledge here, not every single person or every single group has the same kind of humor. And it is not easy to just completely go ahead and copy humor. Yep. So obviously, the comedic magic that the original writers of The Simpsons had, they took it with them. This is not just the one thing they had in a room. So when the new writers come in there, obviously, as you can see in these new episodes, they weren't able to copy the same magic. Now, Family Guy is getting hit with the same disease. And Seth MacFarlane came out himself and said that he was just tired of the show, so which is the reason why they did the whole episode of killing off Brian. But
that pissed a whole bunch of, but I said that pissed a whole bunch of people off because Brian's the most liked character.
But the fire that started on social media had them pretty much him go back in time and save him and bring him back. But Seth MacFarlane did come out and say that he was just getting burnt out by the show and he just didn't care much anymore, really. And that's why that episode
canceled the show. He should have just done like a cancellation episode or something. Like a final episode.
It is that episode that started the decline. And I know the decline because there's one episode that they were pushing for a while that I actually sat down and watched for the longest time of not watching a new Family Guy episode. And for people who might know what I'm talking about, it was just that one full half hour uncut Stewie Griffin the therapy interview episode that came out months back. The way they were pushing that shit, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and watch it. And they did the same mistake that they did in The Simpsons with the professor, Principal Flynn, not Flanders, but the principal on The Simpsons. I can't remember his name right. Skinner. Principal Skinner. For people who don't know what I'm talking about, and a lot of people that really delve the whole
talking about when they said that he when you revealed that he was fake.
They completely switched his character around. That's what a lot of people pinpoint to be the beginning of the fall for The Simpsons.
Yeah, a lot of people do that too. To be honest, with Family Guy, I think it declined a little, like a couple seasons before that.
Before the death of Brian?
Yeah. I think that was a jump in the shark moment. They just said, "Fuck it, let's just go for it." But I think it declined before that. To be honest,
I don't care about what other people want. Technically, that's what they're doing, basically, especially now. And now they taking out. Y'all know how Family Guys do the gay jokes and all that other type of stuff.
They're trying to be politically correct now. Oh shit, yeah.
But the thing is, even gay people said it. It's not harmful. None of the jokes were harmful at all. At least to me, they weren't really harmful to me. And I'm a bisexual woman. Like it was just like it wasn't bad. And I don't know. It's just the show is dying. I just need to go away. Period.
Yeah, but to explain, if people don't know exactly what I mean by the moment that they changed Professor Skinner, I just go over a little bit of the character. I don't have to dive into it, but pretty much back in the day, for people who used to watch old Simpsons, Professor Skinner. That's a Professor Skinner, Principal Skinner. You remember he was a military vet. his whole dynamic with Bart was no one would step up to him and really give him that tough hand that he needed to try and discipline him. Professor, I keep saying Professor. Principal Skinner was a dude that would scold the fuck out of him for it, even though Bart never got it. Bart always got his way, but everyone always seen him as that one tough ass principal that always ended up losing in the end. Yeah, everyone remembers that character.
Mm-hmm.
One of the iconic characters of Simpsons. Back in the day, Simpsons had a whole cast of characters.
All of the characters have a name. That's why I fuck with that. It's like everybody on that fucking show has a name.
Exactly. The whole community in Springfield that everybody can remember a lot of characters from. The switch was they built him into being a mama's boy. His mom always had pulled up, pretty much making him like a wimp. The Superintendent Chalmers started coming around trying to make him look like pretty much a bitch. And the whole thing with the teacher, I can't remember her name. Bart's teacher.
I don't remember.
I can't think of her name either, but I know what you're talking about.
The Bart's teacher.
Didn't she pass
for a while?
I think her voice actor passed away, so I think they wrote off the show.
Yeah, they had a whole bunch of episodes when he was dating her, and she was pretty much wearing the pants in the relationship. So they pretty much just emasculated and deteriorated his whole previous character and turned him to something he wasn't. And a lot of people started feeling like that's what it declined. Now, I say all of that to bring back the point of the Stewie Griffin interview episode that I watched after like months of not watching Family Guy. And I guess I kind of know what they were trying to do. I guess because Stewie is one of the favorite characters in the whole cast. It's probably Stewie, then Brian, and then whoever else. I think the rest it depends on the person. But they went ahead and did a literally uncut, no commercial break episode of him doing a whole interview with a therapist. Part of it, this man Stewie started psychoanalyzing the therapist, trying to get at him, trying to turn the therapy on him, which I'm like, why? Then where he's busting out crying to the point where he's saying that his accent isn't real. Fucking saying everything that he does is for attention. Like they literally within that half hour, everything you knew about Stewie, they tried to completely deteriorate it and make him into a whole different character.
Why?
They just sat down 30 minutes breaking down the character and destroying him. I'm like, what is this episode? I go on Twitter and the whole Twitter world is saying the same thing. What the fuck is going on?
No, I feel you. I think they did another episode similar to that when like Brian and Stewie got stuck in a fucking bank vault or some shit. And it wasn't and it was no comedy. It was just fucking it was just like them talking and like bonding and shit. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, why are we trying to be emotional and shit all of a sudden?
Yeah, and then like when they told him Brian was gonna kill himself and this, that, and the third, yeah, I was just like, what is going on? What is this?
So I mean, anything put the nail in the coffin is that Stewie Griffin interview episode. Because that was not. I don't know why y'all wrote it. I don't know what y'all think that was going to do for y'all, but y'all just took the favorite character of the whole show and broke him down for no reason.
The episode that really fucked with me bad was when Stewie and Brian had babies together.
What?
Oh, what? Wait a minute. What? Wait.
Y'all didn't see that? Okay. So Stewie, Key explain.
So basically, Stewie was upset that Brian was not giving him attention, and he saw a couple. I think that were like they had like a baby. The woman had trapped the man, and then they were forced together. You know how women be trapping men sometimes, and all that. So men be trapping women, all that shit. This, that, yeah. So he saw that and he was just like, you know what? I'm gonna get Brian's DNA and I'm gonna have his babies. And they had like these ugly ass babies, and all of them died. And
what the actual fucking?
They had like 6 or 7 of like Stewie was actually pregnant. He had a pregnant belly and everything, literally.
He had a maternity shoot and everything.
Yeah, everything, and he was having the babies in the car, and he was like they're coming out of every hole, blah blah blah. And like the kids were like fucked up. Like they weren't normal. They had patches of hair on them like they were
It's a
dogs.
fucking
Like
baby and a
yeah,
it's a baby and a
exactly.
dog.
Exactly. It was very like what the hell is going on? Like that episode fucked me up so bad. I was like, I can't do this no more. Like
Is this a
I think they
recent?
want to be South Park so bad.
yeah, it was recent.
You
It
can't be
was
South Park. So I'm happy. So happy.
Oh, if
South
it's
Park is
if
not
it's
back yet.
recent, honestly,
It's like it came out what
that's them
last?
giving
No, it
homage
came out a few
to
months
them
ago.
feeling pressed by Rick and Morty. That's some Rick and Morty shit.
it was a few years ago.
But
Like
if Rick and
2
Morty
years ago.
did it, they do it like as a reference or something. Because like people don't understand the genius of Rick and Morty. It actually has like you have to be like a
No,
fucking nerd and like have to know
very
subtext and like all of
intelligent
these
company.
other fucking all these other references to get what the fuck they doing.
It's a very intelligent comedic show.
Also, side note, if y'all ever watch fucking Gravity Falls, it's a lot of like references to Gravity Falls and Rick and Morty.
I've never watched
Gravity Falls is a good ass show too. It's a good ass show. It's like I would kind of say it's like a fucking kiddie version of Rick and Morty. It's a really good, really well written fucking show. Like this shit's fire.
One of the last good like cartoons on Disney Channel before they started talking about.
Yeah.
It was one of the last ones.
Oh, as a matter of fact, said this on Hulu.
Yeah, it's on. So you want to watch?
All right then. Maybe I'll watch some before class tomorrow. I got class till 11. So I'm gonna be sitting at the library for a little bit, so I'll probably do that. But yeah, the Simpson disease. A lot of people are saying that South Park is starting to catch on a little bit of it now too.
I don't know. I haven't watched the new season yet. So
it's not nailing the coffin time for it yet, but a lot of people are starting to say that South Park is starting to deteriorate.
It's been on. It's been on. Damn, months. I was born. No, it came out a year after I was born. Yeah,
like 98.
Yeah,
I was born in 98. Never mind. So like
now, South Park is one of the long-running shows that I didn't get fully into as much, but I knew the kind of comedy that it was, and I watched I watched episodes here and they're hilarious to me. Obviously, people who don't know South Park. South Park is pretty much the cartoon show in the cartoon space that's responsible for the ridiculous, debaucherous comedy that a lot of people won't say. So pretty much like that black market type comedy, a lot of shit that people find to be very taboo or you shouldn't really be talking about that type shit. South Park was that cartoon that did. So pretty much if you take Family Guy, like good Family Guy, and multiply it by like 12. Because Good Family touched on a lot of taboo stuff, but it wasn't up to the blatant debauchery that South Park doing.
You know, a show that
was supposed to be satirical.
A show that's really going strong still.
What
is that?
American Dad.
That's what I used to find was funny. Because when Family Guy was dead, American Dad came on after it. So American Dad kind of felt like Jay Electronica after K-Dot on Control. You're like, do I really want to watch this? Or do I really want to listen to this? Even though it's good, don't get me wrong, it's good, but it's as good as K-Dot. That's how American Dad started feeling a lot for me.
Yeah, same.
Because Family Guy was on at 9 for Animation Domination, and then American Dad was on at 9:30. You already got all your laughs out by 9:30, and you're just sitting there watching it while you fall asleep. So that's how I felt. So it's funny how that flips now, and you just want 9 o'clock to go by so you can get to American Dad.
Exactly, because American Dad is hilarious, and they haven't hit the Simpsons disease yet. It's still going strong and still good because it's modern.
It's because they know their comedy, they know what works for them, and they go with it.
But American Dad is Seth MacFarlane's show. That's where I'm confused at.
Because there's another dynamic in there. Seth MacFarlane probably felt the pressure with Family Guy because Family Guy was going that Simpsons route as well when it was good. That shit was becoming a phenomenon.
Because I feel like what he does with the Simpsons and not the Simpsons, what he does with American Dad and what he does with Family Guy, two different things. Because American Dad ultimately had a story. It had a story arc. It had themes, and everybody had their own their own thing. Like Brian never did half the shit he did now when they first started. Like, he was kind of like Dogbert or whatever, if y'all know who Dilbert is and shit like that. He just was just around to like say knowledge and shit like that. He didn't even really talk to everybody. So it kind of had a thing was like, can everybody hear the dog or can only Peter hear the dog and shit like that? And then like, you know, even they have the same thing with Stewie. They was like, can people hear Stewie? Because nobody even acknowledged that Stewie talked. He just said shit and they was just like, okay, whatever. There was kind of a dynamic with that and whatever. And it was kind of like a show for like, you know, a dumb guy married to hot chick, you know, is an idiot type of thing. And it was a lot of shit with that. Then it got canceled. And then he brought it back and it just started to go into this whole, like, let's just throw everything at the fucking wall and see what sticks and just do whatever the fuck we feel like. And that's when shit started going off the fucking rails because it had the same dynamic. It was a completely different show.
People started buying box sets because they went out on like DVD or like VHS. I don't remember what time it really came off, but VHS or DVD. People buying box sets. People were blowing it up, word of mouth. People really hyping up the show. They bring it back. That show hits the ground running. That show took off when it came back. When I say took off, I mean took off. Remember the whole Simpsons phenomenon in the late 90s, 2000s, where Simpsons was everywhere? That was Family Guy in the mid 2000s.
Yep.
Video games, t-shirts, merchandise, references in other big shows and movies. It was the Simpsons after the Simpsons. And I feel like Seth MacFarlane didn't expect it to blow up as much as it did, so he couldn't catch up. So the death of Brian and the Stewie Griffin interview and other episodes of that nature started happening. That's just how I look at it, if you ask me.
It's just like let it die, my nigga. Let it die. It's not.
That's why I respect. That's why I respect Rick and Morty the way they do it. They take big breaks in between each season. As much as you're like, oh my gosh, I just want the next season to be here already. It gives them time to relax, be able to know what they're working with, and be able to really work on their craft and what they're doing, so they can bring you good shit when they come back. 3 seasons of Rick and Morty that's out right now. Is it 3? 3 or 4?
I think it's 3. Shit, it's 3. Yeah,
it's 3, right?
I'll rewatch the motherfuckers. Yeah, it's 3.
Excellent shit. Great shit. I've seen all the episodes. Dope shit. Intelligent stuff. If you really, it really gets into like that. I want to say blue collar, but because I don't necessarily want to say I know the exact definition of blue collar, but I want to say a higher knowledge comedy. We'll say that.
Well, blue collar is more like the everyday, the average man type of thing, and white collar is like kind of the upper echelon, bougie-ish type of thing.
It's higher knowledge comedy. But as much as Rick said, it's like for nerds. But if you're really intelligent, you can really catch a lot of the funny stuff. Like definitely. I feel like if you're not really into a lot of stuff,
but like once you get the references, it's even deeper.
Yep.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Because I didn't want, like, when I first saw the show coming out, I was like, man, I ain't watching this shit. I'm like, this is just a parody of like Back to the Future, which is originally what it was. Yeah. And then like when I actually said fuck it and watch it, I was like, oh, I fuck with this show.
That show is hilarious.
Because I did not want to watch. I know I didn't want to watch Rick and Morty at all. My friends came out just like, fuck this shit, and actually watched the episode. I was just like, oh. It's fun.
A lot of people are considering Rick and Morty to be the savior of cartoons right now.
Yeah. Also fun, like I will say this, the fans, like some of the fans are like on some other shit, bro. They make people not want to like the show or their fans. Like that fucking Szechuan sauce shit. That was fucking bullshit. Which it's partly the fans' fault and it's partly McDonald's fault, because I'm like, nigga, you knew that this shit was gonna happen. What you should have did as a company was make some fucking sauce and see how many people was actually gonna buy the shit, and then make more of that shit.
You capitalize, period.
The fuck is wrong with you people? Do you not like money or something?
You talk to the creators, you get your little picture of Rick and Morty on the corner of the packets, it's a wrap.
Yep.
Money.
Chicken wrap. You know? I think it's like $4.49 at McDonald's.
Money, no Cardi B.
If I was McDonald's, I would have hit the ground running. It was like, what, Rick and Morty talking about Szechuan sauce? People thinking about it. Hey yo, get the Szechuan sauce, get the machine, bro. Dust it off. We gotta make some Szechuan sauce, bitch.
Exactly. It's like put that shit in one market, see how many people come out for it, and when it's a big ass turnout, nigga, make some more. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Exactly.
I know what's wrong with them. The Szechuan sauce machine broke.
Just like that machine.
Just like every machine.
Just like the ice cream machine.
Ice cream machine broke.
Just like
water.
I worked at McDonald's, bro. That shit does it on its own. Like, I used to hate telling people that shit. Like, can I have, like, first of all, I wanted to be like, nigga, it is 2:00 in the fucking morning. Fuck, you need ice cream.
Hey, man, look, ain't nothing wrong with somebody like that.
I understand that, but it's like the shit literally turns itself off and then like melts and then refreezes. There's nothing that you could do about it. It does it on its own.
Fix it.
It does it at 11. It's like the fuck. And the way that it is, like the more ice cream you sell, the faster that shit goes off because it has to refreeze the fucking ice cream.
Scoop right now. Get an inside scoop on Mickey D's and their secrets.
I'm being for real. Like the more they think ice cream, the quicker that bitch gonna go down. Because like if you just it'd be the same as if you fucking keep opening the refrigerator. That shit gotta refreeze.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
I guess I get a pass.
All that other shit is like all that. I'm not gonna say like nigga they get a pass because I mean I've worked there. I've been in the trenches. I know how the shit works and shit like that. And like my McDonald's definitely does bullshit. I never gave a fuck because I just well,
that's nice.
Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, people in the stream.
Well, all right.
Well,
Well then,
crazy.
Yeah. Next topic.
Speaking of ass whoopings,
Well done.
Don Q.
Hate you, Prynce.
Don Q is pretty much trying to whoop Tory Lanez ass.
Who?
Musically. Don
Let
Q.
Tory Lanez get his ass beat. Please, just let it happen. Please.
No, I mean musically, not in real life, as far as I know.
Both.
No.
What you mean?
No, what?
No.
Yes.
I love Tory Lanez. No.
Fuck Tory Lanez.
Why?
Listen,
we're not.
Tory Lanez can make good music.
Yes.
For what Tory Lanez does.
Tory Lanez need to stop coming at niggas like they can't rap.
The Joyner thing,
He ain't like Jacquees.
I'm gonna need you to stop putting your head where your head don't belong. Pause.
That'd be the same as if, all right, nigga, I play video games and shit. That'd be the same as if I just pulled up at a just pulled up on a court and like in a fucking game and been like, yo, I'm the greatest basketball player of all time. Like, nigga, I play video games and I play basketball. So who want the shit? And just start calling niggas out.
Funny thing is, niggas will still do that though.
They're wrong too.
They are wrong.
Tory Lanez, stop it. Just stop.
How did that even start? I just know out of nowhere.
Tory Lanez called him out. Tory Lanez called him and Cassidy out.
Cassidy?
Yeah, he called out Cassidy.
What did Cassidy do to anybody?
He didn't do anything. This man's just going at anybody that people consider real good lyricists. I don't know why.
See, that man gonna mess up. He gonna call somebody out, and them they ain't gonna be about fight. I mean, they ain't gonna be about the bars. They're gonna be about the fifth. And then he gonna have a whole new problem on his hand.
And for people who don't know, you went ahead. Well, not Tory, but Don Q went ahead and dropped the diss track called "I'm Not Joyner,"
which I hope Bass Joyner.
And he's pretty much, and it's not no scathing diss track, but he came out and just spit some facts and told him don't fuck with him. So the way it sounded to me, it sounded like he put this here and he said, if you jump, if you feeling froggy, my nigga, he ain't gonna like the outcome.
He's like, look, you can feel froggy and jumping, I'm gonna leap on that bit.
Facts. That's what it sounded like.
Pretty much, like, nigga, you better watch yourself how you living like that.
Fuck Jordan Lucas.
Whoa.
I don't support people that support R. Kelly. Thanks.
Go. We canceling people.
See, here we go with this cancellation shit.
No, he's literally over. No, he literally said on Twitter that he supports R. Kelly.
Well, I mean, you have every right to say those things. I mean, I'm saying you, Keith. You have every right not to fuck with him or whatever.
Yeah, I don't like people that like pedophiles or anything like that.
That's
all that shit.
I get you.
Erykah Badu canceled. Trash.
Wait, what did Erykah Badu do?
Can't do it.
She supports R. Kelly.
Can't do
She
it.
supports R. Kelly.
I don't care. I can't do it. I can't do it. Look, you saying that? I can't do it. I will look like a bad person.
She victim blames.
She victim blames a lot.
Look, they ain't gotta be.
And she said Hitler lover too as well.
She loves Hitler.
I know this one.
She loves Hitler. She literally said something. She loves Hitler.
Yeah, she literally said he was a great painter, and she thought he was a cool guy. She said this to a reporter that was Jewish. So it was like a big ass slap to the face.
A Jewish reporter. You're gonna say that in front of a Jewish reporter.
He was like, "You know what Hitler did, right?" And she was like, "He's a good painter."
See, I was kind of. I would say this, like, basically, like, because a lot of people had a problem with Louis Farrakhan because he says something about Hitler also, which I don't know. Jewish people have a weird thing with Muslims. They have a weird damn disconnect with Muslims. But basically, he's basically said that Hitler was a great fucking talker or speaker or whatever, and they basically made it seem like he was trying to say that he liked Hitler. But what he was saying was, for a nobody to basically get people that riled up and behind him over like just like that, you have to be talking some good shit.
Yeah, you got to be able to talk a good game.
Yeah, but she was literally defending what he was trying to justify his actions.
Well, I still listen to her. I don't care.
That's the thing.
That's you. Just know that I do not just know that I don't cancel people for no reason. I don't.
I'm
not that fucking stupid.
But here's the reason why back in the day, social media wasn't a thing for musicians. A lot of y'all motherfuckers out here are shocked that these people are saying what they're saying. Mm-hmm. These people have been like this since this career started. You just ain't hear it.
Right. You know how many people y'all would have canceled back in the 90s if y'all heard about some of the stuff they was doing on social media?
Let me talk to some of y'all woke people. Now listen, I said some, not all. Don't come at me. If the shoe fits, wear that hoe.
Wear it.
Wear that shit.
For y'all who are canceling people left and right, and then y'all try to get at people who are not supporting your cancellations, get out my face. I don't got time for it to be following every single person that y'all cancel. If I like their music, I like their music. Doesn't necessarily mean I like the person. There's ways to cut their pockets off and still enjoy the music. Get out my face about you trying to tell me I'm not the right black person. I don't support black people because I'm not canceling certain person. I don't got time anymore, dog.
I don't have that many free trials to be doing all this cancellation y'all be doing.
Y'all woke, all right. Y'all insomniacs.
Sick of it.
But just look, as people get on my head. Oh, you just mad. I'm just like, no, I don't cancel these people for no reason. Y'all know my situation about my past. Whoever supports that shit, I'm not with it.
I'm still trying to figure out what's up with you with Chance, though.
I never really liked Chance at all. I never liked Chance. That's just I just never liked him. I like his music. I just didn't like him as a person. I've always been like that. That's nothing new. I don't know why I haven't. It's just like I don't like this dude. It's just.
It's the same way with Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, there's something about
I like.
Nicki Minaj. I understand. She's a shit.
Man, fuck Nicki Minaj.
She's a shit.
Yeah, like I don't like her as a person, but some of her music I like. But I really, I don't like her.
I say some of her music is fire. Some of it is
trash.
Race to China and
I don't like
race to China and race for China and race for China.
Trash.
You get started.
But I'm gonna say like her old like when she was like
when she first came out.
Like the mixtape Nicki was fire.
Yeah, amazing. Now this bullshit pop shit. No.
She lost me. She lost me with
now you go out with a whole. Now you go out with a whole rapist and a murderer. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. Like what the fuck?
In her defense, she was also on her brother's side through that whole fucked up shit too.
Yeah,
so are we
she's
really
stupid.
shocked?
I'm not, but at the same time, it's just like, wow, okay, you're cool.
Like,
I thought we would have learned from our mistakes, but it's okay.
Nope.
What mistakes? She don't feel like she made a mistake.
Well, she did, and she looked stupid. She looked like a fucking bird.
Well,
shit.
She should have lost everybody's respect after what she tried to do to Travis Scott. That's
that was fucked up. She blamed the baby. She blamed the baby.
That shit was funny. I'm sorry. That shit was funny.
Baby. You blamed Stormy and Kylie Jenner. They didn't do shit. They just said they were going on tour. I don't understand. For those who don't know, I hate Nicki Minaj as a person. I really do. And some of her music is trash too. I ain't gonna lie. So like, yeah, that's you. Yeah, this, the bar. She's the no, because I remember I was under somebody's YouTube page. I think it was Zachary Campbell. He was talking about the worst albums of 2018, and Queen was number 1. And I had said Queen was the flop. I was like, in my opinion, Queen was a flop. Y'all can be mad about it. And all the barbs. Oh, you're just mad. Or you just bitter. Oh, you did it. I was just like, no, I just didn't like the album. I listened to the album fully. When I listen to albums, I try to get everything from that album. I just don't say shit just to say shit. I listen to shit first. I'm not like you guys. And if y'all support her so much, buy her shit. Was
that the motherfucking album where she was like on the cover? She was in a tree.
Yeah,
looking like a thought ass raccoon.
You mean the one where she stole? You mean the one where she stole Fifi, right?
Damn.
Oh, she stole Fifi.
Yeah, she stole Fifi.
Yeah, she stole Fifi. That's not her song. That's Tekashi song.
She just put on her album. I'm just like, wow. And then she gonna re-release her album after the Good Form remix. She re-released that shit.
And still didn't.
Who was jacking off in the back?
No, that's my phone case.
Oh my god, zoinks.
That's my phone case.
Zoinkers.
Oh
Zoinkers.
my bad. Oh, okay. You're bad. All right.
Speaking of good music, y'all heard this J. Cole song, we all know.
Of course we have. Secret. Yes,
This J. Cole song. It's dope. It's dope.
If people tried to cancel J. Cole, I'm just like, do not.
Wait, why? Where was this and why? And who?
Back to my point. I'm not keeping
the Was it over the wait? Was it over the 6ix9ine thing?
Yeah, they thought he was defending 6ix9ine and he wasn't.
Done. Yeah.
Y'all want to cancel everybody. I got time for that.
I was just like, I'm not canceling J. Cole.
I'll fight somebody if they try to come at me talking about some. We canceling J. Cole. Shut up.
Shut up, quick.
And y'all quick to say, y'all not really black if y'all can't cancel this person. You know what? As wild as this is about to sound, I'm starting to agree just a little bit. I don't condone the person, but I agree just a little bit. OJ, when you said you're not black, you OJ, I'm starting to stand just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Black OJ.
Okay. But yeah, that shit was cool. So y'all not about to cancel J. Cole over a line in a song. That's what we not about to do. Over a line in a song. And then people try to cancel him for the song that just came out because he said that he talked to Kodak and shit. I was just like, I don't like Kodak.
If anybody listen to the fucking lyrics of that song, he said that he said that the dude need more guidance. He need more people in his circle so he won't do dumb shit.
Exactly.
And ultimately, he gave a lot of fucking advice to young people. He was like, all right, like I see that y'all out here and shit like here, y'all doing y'all thing and stuff.
And then and then they tried to say that he didn't like black women when in his song clearly he said that we got to protect our sisters.
Exactly. When the fuck did he say that?
He literally is with a black girl.
Literally, like they just say, people say stupid shit.
Why do people act so dumb sometimes?
Because people are dumb. They are dumb. They want to cancel people.
Because this is how
right now.
This is how people are, bruh. People only hear what they want to hear. Like you could literally make a video and say some shit. You could be like, you know what? I don't even like chicken fried rice, but I mean, sometimes it's good. They don't hear that second part. They only hear you say what you didn't like. So they just going to go off that.
And to the people that was trying to cancel Ariana Grande for this damn song that she just released, y'all are dumb.
I don't listen to Ariana Grande, so.
But she released a song. It had like a trap beat with it, and they were just like, "Oh, she's trying to be a black woman, and she trying to steal this. She's trying to act like Miley Cyrus." And I was just like, "Are you fucking serious?" Like the song is, I love the song. Y'all know I love me some Ariana Grande. I listen to Ariana Grande all the time. But I was just like, y'all literally over here going off on her, and then Soulja Boy went off on her for no damn reason, dumbass. We don't get on that later.
I don't know. He kind of did have a point though.
Yeah, but
I heard the comparison.
But referring to her, like it was just like, come on now, it's a song. I kind of saw what 2 Chainz was talking about because Pink Trap House and shit. But
whoa, what?
Yeah, 2 Chainz got on her too.
You don't like Pink Trap House?
No, I didn't say I didn't like it. I said 2 Chainz got on her about the pink shit, the pink house and shit in her video. I didn't say I didn't like 2 Chainz. I love 2 Chainz. Don't do that.
All right. About to say, don't come for Pink Trap House now.
I love Titty Boy. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, if you didn't know, he go by Titty 2 Necklace.
Titty 2 Necklace.
Oh my god!
What the fuck is happening?
That is my favorite 2 Chainz line ever. No other 2 Chainz line will ever be.
And this is where we end the podcast.
No, we gotta talk about Soulja Boy, Journey.
We've been on for at least a good 2.5 hours.
All I really say about that is I'm keeping Soulja Boy energy all year.
No, for real.
Even though Soulja Boy now is stupid, y'all gonna respect him for what he did in the past. He's literally cultivated this shit. Y'all ain't gonna do Soulja Boy like that.
Are we really gonna say he's stupid though? I don't know. I feel like it's
he don't have enough people in his circle to tell him no.
Exactly.
Or to keep him grounded. That's the fucking problem with all of this shit. So that's why you go on. That's when you don't have good people in your circle. That's when you go on fucking radio shows sounding stupid and stuff like that. Because I'm like, I know what you're trying to say, but you don't have nobody to help you say it.
Yeah,
exactly.
So I will say
on what's that show with what that DJ Academics was on? I don't know if you know. He's still
Everyday Struggle.
Yeah, Everyday Struggle.
His Joe Biden and stuff.
He ain't on that no more. But
no, not no more. But
his interview on there, it was something in there, and I was like, you know what? I understand kind of what he's doing now. It's like,
listen, like I get where he's coming from.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna sit here and say that he didn't open the door for internet musicians, because he did.
Because he did
do it. But cultivating the shit?
Yeah, not cultivating it. He opened the door. He didn't cultivate.
He opened the door. He's the OG of internet musicians. Yes. But cultivated this shit?
So who would we give that to then?
That's a good question.
I guess we could say about all the OGs that really blew up off mixtapes. OGs now. Not necessarily Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper is more recent.
50 Cent.
OGs. We can talk
I
about
ain't gonna say
50.
50. I ain't gonna say 50.
We can talk about
he needs to get some shit together first.
Mixtapes, yes.
Because everybody who built a career off mixtapes are the ones that really put internet music on their forefront. We're talking about 50 Cent. We're talking about all the infamous Wheezy tapes.
Yeah.
Oh hell, that nigga was a mixtape god.
Oh yeah.
Everybody of that mixtape era, I would say they really cultivated it. Soulja Boy opened up the door. Most definitely. He's the OG. He's the gatekeeper. I wouldn't say he cultivated this shit though.
Right.
I think there's a difference. Yes, he deserves the respect. He opened up the door for all this internet shit, and its internet shit is really blowing up. But him saying he's cultivating it, all these companies owe him a percentage. Boy, whoa,
nigga, that was a lot. That was a lot.
That's the case. If we doing that shit, then that means motherfucking Thomas Edison owes Nikola Tesla's family a lot of damn money.
A lot of money.
I'm just like
a lot.
Calm down. I don't know if you saw Kanye going off and all the attention he did. He said, "You know what? I'm gonna take my Kanye tip off and go off with this shit."
That went off on
something like that. But calm down.
That Kanye line.
I'm giving you a like I said. Yeah.
The Kanye line had me dead that he was talking about. He was talking about Kanye. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Like,
speaking of Kanye, y'all heard about the game?
Oh yeah, Lord, that was
what?
The
game? What happened?
That was dumb.
The game basically exposed Kim Kardashian.
Yes.
In a verse.
He said that she sucked his dick and shit, and I was like,
"Well."
You
don't fuck with
but the crazy thing is, he went on Wendy Williams like years ago talking about how he wasn't going to disrespect their marriage and wasn't going to talk about his past and stuff with the Kardashians.
I don't think y'all understand how petty Jason Taylor is.
Even though I don't like the game like that, but
I do.
I don't like him as a person. His music is
his music is good. Him as a person is so trash.
He can be a better person.
That's how music was built on.
He was talking about
social media wasn't around.
He talking about that. He was talking about how he was making Kylie Jenner cereal. I was like, oh my goodness.
Huh?
Yeah, really somewhere in there he was talking about Kylie Jenner, how he used to make her cereal.
That's crazy.
I wish he was over there. I was like, you know what? This is some amazing shit.
Can you imagine the game making that cereal? And take this cereal home.
Hey Kylie, you want
this nigga too damn swole to be doing that shit. Like I said, it's very few people that I wouldn't want to fuck with, like see like out there like that. The game is definitely one of them. That nigga make me flinch.
YG is another one. I don't care what that man be wearing.
No,
you go test YG. That man could pull up on you dressed like SpongeBob. You still ain't gonna pull up on him.
Fuck no.
I'm not trying to get my ass beat.
Nigga, I'm ready. I'm ready, nigga. I'm ready. Like you really just.
Nigga, I'm ready. I said I'm ready. I'm like, all right.
Nigga, look like the one.
I'm ready.
You look like the one to pour a bowl of cereal with a Uzi on the counter.
And speaking of Uzi, little Uzi, please come back.
For real.
Please come back, little Uzi. I'm begging. Come back, my baby.
I'm not.
Don't
I
do
listen to you anyway.
I did either, but I mean,
anyway,
it's sad what happened to him. What's going on with him, though?
Yeah, I just want him to get better, and I want you to come back and make this album because I want this album.
See, you got self-improvement. I just want him to be happy.
I want him to be happy too, but at the
whatever
same time,
really
I want
makes
my
him
fucking
happy.
music.
Jesus.
No, it don't sound like you want him to be happy.
Yeah, it don't.
Nah,
it sounds like you want you to be happy.
I want us both to be happy.
I want us both to be happy.
Anyway,
well, you better find some other music.
We're gonna end this podcast before we ramble for 5 hours because we do this on a
we can.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna talk. We rambling after the podcast. So
we will.
Of course, as always.
Because we gonna talk about this Dreamville sessions off podcast, and then we're gonna talk about it next week.
Because I need to talk. We need to talk about that. Period. But
oh god, I'm scared now. I'm scared now.
Don't be scared. But appreciate y'all coming out to the stream. Follow me on Twitter, Keita OG, Instagram, Keita OG, Twitch, Keita OG. No sharing.
MySpace, Keita OG.
Fuck no. Facebook, Keita OG. Facebook,
Prynce, Keita OG.
Black Planet, Black Planet, Keita
OG. Anyways, my
AOL Instant Messenger, Keita 07.
Yahoo Messenger, Keita OG 59.
Keita OG.
Anyways, my Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch is Keita OG. So follow me on my Twitch. Subscribe to my Twitch channel. I'm starting on YouTube in like a few months. I'm waiting till Kel's moving to start YouTube. So I'm waiting on that.
Oh, that's what's up. What's up.
Yes, I'm doing YouTube later on. But yeah, this my thing. Next person, do they outros and shit.
Go ahead, Paige. Tell the people goodbye. Tell them where to find you.
You can find me on Twitter, King Paige. How do I?
Dang it! I was gonna do it. Now I gotta find another one.
Say goodbye.
Now I gotta find another one.
Sorry.
Oh, sweet. You can follow me on Twitch. You can follow my Dollface _X, and then you can follow my other Twitch, Voodoo X Gamers, and yeah, do it.
Okay.
Because I said so.
Damn, you gonna demand
to
follow me, bitch?
Follow me, ho.
So
he's sitting there like, do it,
Follow
Or else.
I'm gonna get Blueface on you. No, I'm just playing.
Oh God! All right.
Yeah, you just lost followers.
well, I'm about to drop something in this.
Respect my crippin'.
Oh no!
Listen,
Doesn't
baby, I
respect
can't even take you
You are
seriously.
right. Anyway,
Can't even take you seriously. You said it. I was like,
go ahead, bro.
oh,
Tell them where to
she got a
find you,
little.
bro.
Look at her. She got a little rag. Look at you with your little gun and your little rag. Do your little seawall.
Look
Trying
at
to
you
little
with your
ride.
blue
bust a
rap.
cap in your ass. You gonna be stupid in your grave.
And you know what I'm gonna be like? You know what I'm gonna be like? Look at you with your blue rap. Oh, look at you trying to shoot me. Look like a thug. Look at you.
Exactly. That's so cute. Look at what girl.
Oh, it's so
I'll come back and hunt you.
adorable.
Look at you. Look at you with your little life. My little death.
You did so. But
Anyway, Prynce, tell them where to find you, bro.
you can find me on the block. No, I'm joking.
I'm still Prynce from the block. Yow!
Oh wow! I believe that is Mr. Ace that you were talking about. But anyway, you can find me on this here YouTube. You can find me on that there Twitch, that there Facebook, that there Twitter, that there Instagram, and that there SoundCloud. All at Prynce8 with a Y.
That there.
Most of them don't have spaces.
Jenny.
Some of them do. Just figure out which ones have a space and which ones don't. What, Rick?
Talking shit, old man.
Wow. Gonna treat me like the old nigga.
You gonna call that man old man Rick? Talking about some where's old man Rick?
Really? SpongeBob shit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anyway,
I love the young people,
bro.
All you niggas' breath smell like Similac.
That's the old.
Niggas got cradle cap and shit. Leave me the fuck alone.
Nigga, you got the pits. What's up?
First of all, you keep saying I'm old. I'm only like a couple of years older than all you motherfuckers.
Couple?
But you act like you 20 years older.
I don't act like shit.
Like you came from the baby boomers era. And we ain't.
Nigga, my mom ain't even a baby boomer. The fuck?
Mine ain't either. So what's up?
I think my grandma is. Nah, but y'all can find me on Twitter. You can find me in.
Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need.
Oh my goodness. This is the longest outro I ever heard in my life.
We got to do our sponsor at the end too, guys. Remember that.
Oh, I got it. I got the sponsor. Go ahead.
Yeah, just find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTubes. I'm around. Rick Plays Games. 2 of those don't have an E in it. Rick Plays Games on Twitter with an E in it because I can't spell, but it's whatever. Find me on. What the fuck?
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness! He ain't even here.
Oh god! Yeah.
Oh shit! Just oh lord! I'm gonna fix the shit though. But Rick Plays Games. RICPLAS.
ONG song.
Games. If you can't spell games, the fuck are you doing with your life?
Oh my god!
Well, to be fair, you couldn't spell plays.
I don't wanna.
Go ahead,
Anyway, last but not least, you can find my comedy channel at CedrickTheCreator here on YouTube. I'm glad to be uploading some content to that very soon, hopefully in the coming months here. Trying to see if I can get some equipment before I start doing that. If I don't get it in time, then I'll just work with what I got. So definitely in the coming months here, within the next month or two, definitely gonna start dropping some comedy content on that channel. Once again, that's youtube.com/CedrickTheGamer. Oh, Cedric Creator. I also have a gaming channel, which is called Cedric the Gamer, as well as a Twitch channel called Cedric the Gamer. Same name. Definitely just hit Twitch affiliate over there. So definitely getting popping over there on Twitch. as well as all my social medias at CedrickTheCreator, one word. And for everybody in the description down below, all our links are there, as well as link trees. I have my link tree down there, so you can find all my links in one place, as well as everybody's stuff down below. So go ahead with the sponsor.
All right, today's sponsor is the cancellation process.
Oh,
you got somebody you want to cancel, maybe for good reason, but let's be honest, for most of the reason, it's probably not. Yeah. Well, then just call us at 919-555-473, a.k.a. you can just text us at We Cancel Next. Somebody say something you don't like they say you don't like, they say they don't like hummus, cancel them. They say they don't like basketball, cancel them. They say they like the Patriots, cancel them. We do it all. God. So call
they don't
them,
like chicken strips, cancel them.
Exactly.
Spokesperson is actually Nino Brown.
Nino Brown. That's if you want the extreme package, but we don't talk about that. So make sure you hit up the cancellation process if you want somebody canceled the right way. And that's our sponsorship.
Oh, another. They tried to cancel X's baby, and he was just born yesterday.
What?
Okay, we're not going over this. We're trying to go over the time. Anyway,
get me out of here.
Appreciate everybody who's come through to the podcast. If you haven't already, definitely hit that subscribe button as well as that bell, so you get notified next time next episode is, because we will be live streaming these podcasts from now on. So definitely tune in. As far as the solid day, we're gonna try and probably do it every Sunday. Does that work for y'all? If not,
I'm unemployed right now, so
we will drop it on Twitter. So another reason for you to follow our Twitters. We'll tweet out our official schedule for this podcast. But we back. 2019 is here. We are making great content. Hope y'all here for it. Everybody's separate channels are linked with this channel, so you can go to the VarkMafia channel and check out everybody's stuff, everybody's links, as well as in the description. It's going to be a late year. Thank y'all for being here for the ride, and we're out.
Yeah.